I'm High Tech, and with me is my co-admin. I hopefully do not pronounce it incorrectly again. So Vivan.
Yep,
I think.
Vivant's good.
Yeah. How are you?
Great. Really looking forward to this semifinals. Still not gonna lie, slightly salty that I am not playing in it myself, but I guess on the flip side, I get to commentate.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm happy that you're with me. It's not that easy to find a co-caster these days, and it seems the match is going to
Oh,
begin.
here we go. That's good
Um,
timing.
yeah, and I'm like checking all my screens and all social media platforms if everything looks correctly, but it seems so.
Yep,
Yes,
I'm gonna
yeah,
start posting myself here.
that's great. Yeah, unfortunately for you, Shave made a last second appearance in the semifinal and kicked you out of it. I think it was like a one or 2 point difference,
Yep.
and um, yeah, very unfortunate for you, especially since you had like one or two very close games in
Yeah,
round one.
it was funny. I was when I threw that very first game, or afterwards, I was thinking back. I was thinking, huh, you know what? I bet, or I was kind of jokingly thinking to myself, you know what? I bet I do well the rest of the season, and because of this throw, I'm not going to make semis or make finals. And there it goes. So hey, that's how life goes sometimes. So just I guess that's personal motivation to do better next time and see if I can maybe get that elusive 3-0.
Yeah, and I mean, you would have deserved the final slot. And I mean, Shave had like I think one free win basically, where his last enemy or remaining enemy disconnected. So
Mm.
hopefully we won't see that today. We do have like a tendency these days of players disconnecting with unfortunate timing. So hopefully it's not going to be the case tonight.
Mhm.
And we do see a semifinal on Twilight Ruins, which I really like. I think it's one of the best. Like I think it's one of the best matches. Most people agree with that, I guess. And or one of the best maps, sorry. And it's not like one of these super small ones where yeah, you could just see 30 minutes of good games and then it's basically over. So you do have a perfect amount of gold in my eyes, and hopefully we're going to see an epic game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's large enough, and it's like probably most people consider it the most balanced. Probably, it has the Goblin shops so that all races can get access to the auras, which help quote unquote balance things out a little bit. I mean, some people can, you can make a bit of an argument that the auras give certain races slight advantages, but since everyone has access to them, it evens out. And with the 8 spawn locations, even if someone is sandwiched, especially in high level games like this, people are understanding and will quote unquote maybe allow someone to cross expo without getting it harassed and have a good game rather than someone I don't know having like poor positioning and just because of that they may lose the game.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm a bit salty that Shave is not playing Orc like his main race or his
Mm.
top race. But I mean, it's always like the unfortunate, like if an Orc player who's capable to play other races is like really hoping to win a game, he might not go for Orc, as Orc is like so hero level reliant and can die so quickly against basically all other races. So and it's getting team like Orc is probably the race that has or that's the most difficult to be played like on this level. So um,
Hmm.
yeah, so he will go for human. And
Yeah, it's well,
yeah,
he does have his like his personal style that's which is the very heavy air. Well, I guess we'll talk. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, I guess it just rejoined. Don't know.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I guess, I mean, we'll of course see it shortly here, probably. But just to give a quick kind of a pre introduction for what we'll be doing, Shave has his own personal style where he goes for Alchemist, Mountain King, and Paladin, and very heavy air, so gyros. Um, Griffins and Thunderhawks and Dragonhawks rather, and it's pretty tough for a lot of races to deal with. As an undead player, that's the focus fire and the damage, the raw damage it outputs. It's pretty rough to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the games, like I saw him winning several games with this strategy, but he usually gets teamed a lot at some point because he's
Hmm.
like so strong with it. And I mean, at some point, he's not the best hider, rebuilder, and tryhard. So usually he just left at some point when he was under high pressure. So we'll see how it's going to look today. And quickly turn up the volume.
All right, here
And
we go, and it looks
go.
like we've got some fair, I guess, quote unquote balanced spawns.
Yep.
Actually, those are pretty damn good spawns. Honestly, this is
Yep.
about as close to balance as we can get. And I'm sure Yanker is very happy. He has not gotten human 5 times in a row.
Yeah. You calculated the chances, right? Like
Yes, I
very
did. So it's 5 to the, or what is it? I think it's like basically
0.1%
like,
you said, right?
yeah, it's like 4 to the power of, or what is it, like 0.25 times to the power of 4, or however many times. So if this would have been the fifth time, it would have been point, I think, 0.01%, and previously it was like 0.1% chance, or 1% chance, I
That's
think.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. So he was really unlucky, especially since human is his weakest race. So
But
yeah.
oddly, it worked out for him because here he is. So
Yeah, and he has a good spot spawning in the top position here with the free clockwise with the free side to his right, and yeah, Undead I'd say is his strongest race probably. So he's from Sweden, and he showed some good performances this season, and in basically every previous event I witnessed. So he's a very solid player. And we do see him spawning close to Eshan, which is interesting. First, because Eshan is like a human player, and because I saw some games where Yanker reacted like aggressively to Manip, which is a strong suit of Eshan. And
mm,
I'm curious to see what Eshan's going for. He's going for rifle build, so and it's not that common on this map, is it? I mean, I don't
I
see.
I think with the changes to rifle builds are fairly standard now. Maybe on this map specifically, footies could probably be okay because the naturals are so easy to creep. But I think just like from an efficiency perspective, like you can creep harder with them. You don't need as many footies. And I think overall, probably, I guess I'm saying this as a non-human player, but I would guess overall rifles are probably an overall stronger strat. I mean, you can also do like the very scary rifle push against an undead neighbor here because it is so close, and giving that as an option.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. So I'm curious to see how Yanker is going to hold that, or if maybe Eshan is going like usually Eshan is going for some early aggression, and like while creeping, he's one of these guys who will not hesitate to creep jack one of his enemies, and that can usually
Hmm.
that can lead to him fighting reinforcement potentially, and reinforcement going for Tinker Alchemist probably. That's like his new
Yep.
elf combo.
Yep,
S-
he's a former, quite strong undead player, but he's been playing Night Elf for a good chunk of this season, and is playing a very, very, again as an undead player, a very what's the more nicer way to put it, challenging combination to play as undead. He'll start out creeping with the uh, Pocket Factor here because it's such a powerful creeping tool, but he will retrain later to Rockets. And so Rockets plus Acid Bomb and Thorn's Aura, that is a incredibly strong combo against Skargs. Like the stun is hugely underestimated, and with the minus armor,
yeah,
like I've played him several times, and I can usually beat him in like the air, just pure micro in the air, but even if I win that, Gargs will be low HP, and then 1 or 2 more rockets plus acid bomb, and they
yeah.
just get destroyed.
Yeah, and I think it's a very potent combination, but I'm not sure if he can really survive early one-on-one against Chafe. I'm still not like
Mm.
obviously rockets are amazing against gyros, but if you play it without Panda, if you play it with Alchemist, still or at least to me, when I played it recently, it felt as if I'm lacking like the Panda Breath of Fire, and Alchemist felt a bit useless against these gyro
A
air
player's
armies. So
forces are under
um,
attack.
I'm curious to see how he handles Shave, and I would call Shave the favorite, who plays human. Fortunately, he doesn't play elf. I think his human is way more entertaining than his elf,
A town is under
and
siege.
yeah, as you said, he will go for his new favorite hero combo with Alchemist, MK, Paladin, and probably he's going to go for that.
A player's forces are
He's
under
from
attack.
Germany. His first, I think he skipped like the previous 2 seasons and was just an observer. He's a very strong player and tends to suicide at sometimes, but um, like if he tries really, he's definitely one of those. He has a very solid micro and he's a very good player. And he's not talking much. He's usually just playing his ass off. So um,
Hmm.
I'm expecting that from him
A
today.
player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Shave. I think he's for again for anyone new
A
players.
town is under siege.
Shave is a really good strong player here with great micro. He has it's kind of a meme thing for him to lose his hero to creeps when he's playing Orc. I think because I assume it's because he like tries to calculate exactly how to creep like say solo Blade Master in previous patches and just eke out like every last bit of damage and health to min max everything, but that of course can
A
backfire
player's
on
forces
say
are under
maps
attack.
like Death Rows. Everyone wants to group the middle, get those two charged items, but it has kind of led to him being a bit of a meme, where sometimes he'll kind of screw around and not play at his best or whatever. So I guess we share that in a sense, in like being like say 100% consistency of like, oh, he's always playing well kind of a thing. But when he's on, he is a very potent player.
Yeah, totally agree. And we do see Reinforcement going for the early red spot, and he might lose his Alchemist here because he's not taking care of him. And I really like this, like what he did, just spawning the factory, staffing back home the Tinker to get a staff and to get the instant level 2 on his Alchemist, but he
Mhm.
almost lost him, so was a bit careless there. And in the meantime, we do. I think it's interesting to see him taking like this red spot before even building
A
the second
player's
expansion.
forces are under attack.
I think all players are creeping the second expo a bit late, maybe, or is building it slightly late. It's still in time, but you can go for a quicker second expansion, I believe. So um,
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that everyone is almost pretty much everyone's doing the exact same thing. Is like they've
yeah,
maybe crept the second natural, but haven't expanded yet.
yeah,
But yeah, everyone's kind of on the same perspective of, well, let's get the fourth mine up
Are under attack.
ASAP, and getting that chance for those juicy aura items. Let's see. So let's check the items. Glossary shot, not the best for a human. Let's see. Gunker, claws as well.
and
Oh
it's
wow,
these
3 plus 12 claws. That's interesting.
that's yeah.
All right, let's see what shape. What does Shave get?
But in general, like these spawns are incredible. Probably one of the most or one of the fairest spawn positions I've ever witnessed. Like everyone has access to Shredder, everyone gets the um, same number of group spots, so really super balanced to this point.
Ooh, pipe. Very nice for him. Lacking an
Yeah,
archmage.
probably the best item you could have found here.
Yep.
So yeah, the dream.
Yep. I was like it was this was like maybe a week ago, but when we were randomly talking about what's everyone's favorite aura item, and Liltic, who is a human player, mentioned unholy aura, and I'm just like, wait, what? That's the word. Oh, wait, he's human. And as undead, of course, pipe is my favorite dream whenever I see it first, and not have to
Yep,
scour the shops for it.
that's great. I mean, you have always the chance to buy it later in one of the
Hmm.
markets here. And I think the markets are kind of well balanced here. I mean, obviously, you do see some of these very strong items, like these auras and pendant of mana, and some of these items are available in these markets, but at least not like spell shield and like these totally
Yeah.
overpowered items that are basically Like they can be fun, and if every player has access to them, I guess it's kind of fair. But still, it can be such a pain to face 3 heroes with spell shields.
Yeah.
So
It's like the one item that it gives you an advantage in the sense of like you don't have to do anything
yeah,
by just you get that advantage by just having it. And I mean, yes, you can say that about auras, but you know the auras are not nearly as impactful of you just get a free nuke on my
yeah,
hero and it gets a block. GG. Like you can't do anything about it.
exactly. And especially with the cooldown of I think 45 seconds or something, it's just not like it's just not really fair.
Oh, we got a fight going on over
We got a
here.
fight here.
Sean and Rian fighting.
Rein and I'm very like it's very interesting to see reinforcement fighting for this creep spot as it's like totally like cross map basically. Like it's oh no, it's in the middle between these two, so I guess it's
Yeah.
fair. And in the meantime, we do see
And
Yanker
younger.
going, so
Yeah.
it's an early aggression by two of these players, which I think neither Shave nor Asha would have really hoped for. Especially Shave was, I think, was more prepared to just hold for 20 minutes and then go for fighting. And
Yeah, because like, he was
yeah,
traditionally we've kind of known him as more of like an aggressive player, but especially with this specific, he's kind of adopted more of like a hoarding style and just try to get a huge amount of gold. Which honestly I think with this strategy is probably smart because that means because it's so strong, it's likely he'll get teams, so he'll
yeah,
need the gold to combat that later.
yeah, exactly. And we do see interesting, like, we do see these kind of unusual undead push these days. He's probably not going for full Gargs. He's getting a Boneyard, so he will probably go for like Fiends or remain to play Fiends. So I think it's on one hand, I think it's like it's a decent strat, but I don't see him finishing Shave with it and transitioning from this Fiend build to like pure Gargs, which he's probably going to need against mass air human. Um, I don't think it's a good call by him, to be honest. So I think it's very risky
No.
against these heroes in particular. But he might kill the... Oh,
Ooh,
5
4
HP.
HP.
4 HP TP.
Yeah.
Crazy. That was, I would say, mostly luck. But he has good ping. So interesting to see him going for... I wonder why he's... I think this push might have come a bit too early. Don't you think he should have gone for this orange spot and some green spots first?
Yeah,
Because he has no, like, he's not backing it up immediately with an army. Like, Shave is pumping to 80
Yeah.
more quickly than he does, so usually...
Yeah, and as we're seeing in the chat, the Shave has the production buildings already in place,
Yeah,
and Yanker only has 3 crypts. And if you're going for
exactly.
air, you will want, like, me personally, I like 6 minimum. If there's like at least one or another, if there's another undead or an elf in the game, I prefer 8. I think more than that, it's probably a little bit too excessive. But definitely like 6 plus, and just with just 3, that's slightly worrisome.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, on one hand, you're kicking like some of these workers, and losing workers is or peasants is kind of painful for the human, but only if you like back it up immediately with an army. And in this case, I think Shave is totally fine. And as we see, like Yanker is out of gold and is up to 66 supply
Yeah.
only. So, and I don't think these Gargs, these 3 Gargs, are like the perfect solution against these tanks. So,
Mhm.
he might die rather quickly. And this
Yeah, he's
tank,
gonna have a rough time.
yeah, this tank finishing this mine, so might be, yeah. This,
Yeah, that's like a huge advantage that human has especially in these early fights where you don't
yeah,
have huge armies or hero levels and or like infrastructure like it's already set in place to set up mass towers. Um, we saw just at the top right shop that there was the command aura item as well as the mana pendant, and those 2 items you definitely want on undead, like especially the mana pendant because you can't get the big mana pendant obviously on this map because it's not in the item class, but
mhm,
the little one you if you see it, for this map specifically, always as an you want to pick it up for your Dreadlord.
Yep, exactly. And I mean, he's forcing the TP, but I don't think this strat on with this distance between the bases against human is a wise one.
Yeah,
I
and
don't like it unless I think he should have either gone for he should have waited for 80 at least. I think he should have waited like maybe 1 minute longer to get an army. And now we see the fight breaking out 90. So Shave's going to 90 immediately against just 69 supply and no gold on Yanker's side. And there are so many yummy items in the market, but he can't really buy them without gold. Nice sleep on the Alchemist. But he can fight this against the Gyros.
he's going to lose these guards.
Yeah. So
Also, Yoggle says that I'm a bit louder than you.
yeah, that's
Maybe.
the usual. Let me... After this fight... Oh, he's killing the Paladin. Very
Ooh,
nice.
Paladin down, yeah, that's quite nice.
Didn't expect that, but he can fight it. He will get... all these air units will get shackled. And he needs to TP now. Okay, at least he TPs. And while he's TPing out, giving the Alchemist his level 5, we do see another fight breaking out at the bottom. So they start to fight, and I'm very surprised that we see no, like, not even the slightest attempt of hoarding, like at least, let's say, 7 to 10k gold, which we usually do on neither side of the map. So both, on both sides, immediate fighting. And
yeah, I also think that was unexpected by everyone. I guess because everyone got their fourth mine up so fast, people were more intending to hoard. And I know I'm pretty sure like Shave is guaranteed for it just because it's his style with this strategy. But with the early creep checks and fighting, I think everyone's all right. You know what? Screw it, let's go. Which is good. We it's great to see. Well, Shave has broken 80. He was 91 earlier, but he is not fooling around.
no,
And
but I
am
think he should
worried
go.
for Yanker.
Like Yanker did take this mine, which I like this mine very aggressively. But I think Shave, if he wants to stay, like he's going back to 100, but he needs to make something happen. We thought he would be defending this easily, but I mean he can't sit on this 90 for too long, or he will allow Yanker to catch up in gold. And
I'm worried about the Comrie compositions though, because with this thread, like DV and I were kind of talking about it a little bit, and we're sort of thinking probably the best thing is to just go 100% pure gargoyles, and
yeah,
if you can, and because just with the Gyro's splash damage, I mean, of course this is in a kind of perfect world, but split your guards into 2, maybe 3 groups and try to sandwich them to minimize the damage splash.
yeah.
And with good scroll healage, you in theory should win, but it is a rough uphill battle. Okay, Gyro damage is so good.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have no scrolls on Yanker's side, so that here we go. Oh, plus shackles.
Nice. Yeah, and
oh,
the
man.
shackles are really doing a great job here.
Oh wow.
And he needs to TP out, maybe even TPing out a bit too late. And
yeah.
At least he saves like some of these gargs, but still, that's not a fight he can take. And he, like, that's what we said earlier. Like, he's lacking gold to go 100 gargs, so he probably should have stick to his fiends and went for some abominations or whatever, but just not like have some gargs in the mix because they get shackled and killed instantly. But
yeah,
it's easier said than done. Once you start building these gargs, you can't really go back. And I mean, at least he has the additional mine running. And I wonder that Shave isn't killing this one more quickly. He could have just went for it with the gyros instantly. So instantly, and in the meantime, we do see no other fight because there's the pause.
Yeah, the human versus undead fight in free for all is such a. I actually generally like it quite a bit. Even though I would say very late game with mass teleport, human has a bit of an edge, and human very high level heroes, human does have the advantage when you get magic immune Mountain King and very long immune with the Paladin as well. They get the edge a little bit, but it's fun because the armies you can field tend to hard counter each other more so than the other races. So it's a fun balancing act of like, say if if an undead has experience with oops, just hit my microphone. If an undead has experience with Necro Wagon, and which can counter a lot of humans' army, unless they go like 100 Fu, griffins, which just destroy. So it's like a huge hard counter, which is really fun to kind of play the mind games of, okay, I want to fight. Do I kill all my units and tech switch? If I have the gold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Yanker is gonna struggle here.
Yeah, he's really, and I mean, Shave needs to hurry up killing these expos, but it seems he's going for it. And the undead heroes are almost out of mana, so no way defending that he's going to defend this. And I mean, Swarm got a lot better against the Gyros, but Gyros got buffed a lot too, so I guess it's still like Gyros can still stand a chance in greater masses. And we do see Shave getting back this expansion, and Shave is up to 2k gold, funnily, despite being 100 for some time. And in the meantime...
we've been totally ignoring reinforcement Ishan.
Yeah, and they killed a lot of mines of each other. And it seems reinforcement is holding this by ignoring the tanks, rightfully so, but he should not keep in range of the tanks, maybe. So he should get out of range, but he's killing all these units in the back, so yeah. Ashan won't be able to stay in this.
Divine Shield in that Paladin right when the rocket came, or else that was a dead Paladin. But yeah, reinforcement holding this pretty convincingly.
Yeah, and these cluster rockets are so great.
Ooh, nice save the keeper.
Yeah, very good. And he's close to his moon worlds, and they went to peace already, interestingly. I think they could continue, especially with reinforcement having his heroes close to level 6. I think he should continue to get them to 6. On the other hand, I mean, they both lost their expansion, so...
Is completely broke, though. Wow. That's concerning. He has 2 wisps in his main mine and no other mine running.
Yeah, he should fill his main mine ASAP, and he's, like, getting this mine back, but I think, like, being in his position... Oh,
yeah,
and this is...
I think you really need P.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe he does. I just think, yeah, it's always painful with these hero levels to peace. But yeah, you're right. He lost so many expansions. He probably should. Oh,
yeah, if he had a little bit of gold backed up, I would say for sure.
Almost killing it, but TPing right in time. And it's... I wonder, like, Shave is dominating so hard since, like, basically the first fight, and yet he lost this expansion and never managed to get it back. And this one died too, so he's like, I know this one, he hasn't taken this. I don't know, but I think he's like, it seems he's still under pressure, and I don't know why. Like he should have, or he should be in a more dominating position, I think. But I guess...
What is 19 o'clock? I just find that mildly funny. Come on,
this
like,
one.
we just... like, I do feel Rian is maybe pushing it a little bit. Because, like, I mean, this expo is honestly Ishan's. Like, everyone gets 4 to balance 4 mine.
Yeah.
But I guess if Ishan takes the natural here, I guess it's weird but works.
Yeah, with these mines having way more gold than the inner ones, I think it's not. I mean, Eshan knows that, so I don't believe that's something
that's
he
true.
wants to allow it. And in the meantime,
fight going, but
we do see another fight. And it's honestly, I don't think, like, it's looking, these fights are looking really rough for Yanker. And Yanker has to TP out over and over, but in the end, like, he's killing some units, he's sending Shave back to 80, and he's still having this, or keeping this mine, basically, so really surprised to see that.
Yeah, I'm hoping he can figure out that he'll need to like just go pure guard and get like 100 like that. That army comp, I think it's kind of like Trunks 80 versus 80 in a way, where at 80 food his composition. And again, for players that may be new, Trunks is a Night Elf player, German Night Elf
A
player
player's
who
forces
plays
are
Elf
under attack.
ground, contrary to and specifically archers, dryads, and there's the Talon with Demon Hunter, Naga, and Priest of the Moon, which for most people in a free-for-all setting might be a little bit weird, but the raw damage output is very, very strong, combined with strong micro. 80 versus 80, it's pretty rough to fight, at least for undead. So if, like the way I've played against him one-on-one a couple of times, and like for me, I think you have to go 100. That's where you
A
kind of
player's
feel like you have a
forces are under
chance, and I think
attack.
it's kind of similar to this strategy. Like you have to go 100 to sort of realistically like have a good shot.
Yeah, I agree. And we see the game calming down a bit. I think like it's these two guys at the bottom just pieced for strategical reasons as they both like ran out of gold and both
A
wanted their
player's
mines
forces
back.
are under
I
attack.
think at the top they were more forced into piecing a bit, I guess, but I mean, I don't think they. Oh yeah, peace and scouts, so I guess they will continue fighting at some point. But like the piece of the bottom two players basically forced them into piecing two, and I mean, usually you don't want to have like a long four-way as you win. Like your chances for victory are lower than in a three-way, and it's way easier to predict a three-way and to balance a three-way than to do so in a four-way. But still, I mean, you want to maintain your win condition, and you need some economy. And all
A player's
players lost
forces are under
lost
attack.
lost like at least half their minds in these first fights, which is kind of unusual. I mean, usually we do
Yeah.
see one player suffering heavy losses and not like all four.
Oh, and I didn't even realize Rian was fighting so early and trying to stay alive. Like he only had 2-1 on his upgrades.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, and he's
A
lacking.
player's
Where's the
forces are under
shredder?
attack.
Is it somewhere?
Uh,
See,
don't think he has one.
I think he had one early, but he
Oh,
should.
he just purchased it. It's coming down
Ah, okay,
from
yeah,
his
yeah. I
match
was
roll.
just saying because that's most of the time that's the reason for not having upgrades. That you're lacking lumber, but being as a night elf, usually you should not suffer this
Yanker
this
is
thing.
interestingly 71. Feel well, I guess he feels that since Shave is 80 and
Yeah, I guess you can't like drop to 50 in this situation, and I mean, he will get some gold.
I really wish he can build some more crypts and just like just a little optimization. Like he still has a ghoul in his main, couple acolytes
And he doesn't need the
probably can be
shredder, I guess,
killed.
so he could kill the shredder.
Yeah, like for right now, you can just like min max every bit of army to
Yeah,
fight something like that.
yeah, and it's a rough spot for him against human, and he needs this dreadlord to on level 5 like
Mhm.
really quickly. I think that's something that's what he needs most right now in order to fight these gyros. With level 5 dreadlord, it's getting way easier, I believe.
Yeah,
So
if you can, I mean, Shave's smart enough to probably not like just chase endless. I ideally you'll want to like force an issue and maybe get them to TP to their main, like you attack them, and then you try to hit and run, try to get one. I mean, ideally, two to wipe out
A
a
player's
ton of
forces
guards
are under
or
attack.
gyros. But
oh,
ooh,
we do
Yanker hitting
see
his shot.
interesting. I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to.
DK. Oh well, that was
He
just a
doesn't.
waste.
But still, I think maybe it's a wise call to not fight
It's
it. He
yeah. I
he's
guess
not.
he wants to get DL5.
He wants to get him 5. It's getting pointless to fight Shave, and he doesn't want to face level 6 Alchemist. And also, I think the risk of losing his expansions is way
A
smaller
player's
when
forces
fighting
are under
Ishan.
attack.
So I think it's good. And Ishan is 50, so I think that's like many people get triggered by seeing certain other players on 50 supply, and I guess yeah, he just doesn't want to see him on 50, but Yashin is staying on 50, so
And Rian has impressively caught up quite a bit in goal. He's at 8K,
yeah,
kind of tied with Yashan at 7.5, and at one point when he had 300. So very nicely done by him.
yeah. Oh, and we do see
There's another fight.
another fight, and this Archmage needs to be instantly. He's potentially killing the Paladin. That was very
Ooh.
close, 50 HP. He's leaving the circle, so I would like take that. Yeah, and sell it.
Oh, we
and
got a
that's-
fight here.
Yeah, and that's a really bad scouting. Like, why would you scout with your 50 supply into the human main? It's really not what you want to do. And he has
The
staff is on
alchemist.
cooldown. Staff
Oh,
was on
no.
cooldown.
Oh, he
Really
didn't have a
bad.
staff on the keeper either. That's
No.
unfortunate.
No, I think triple staff is a must-have, and I don't think what he expected. Like, that's what you get if you scout Shave with 50 supply while he's 80, and the other two players' piece. So I guess he will attack right away into this Night Elf main, and he has he only one Ancient of Wind? Ah, no, he has 4 Ancient of Winds, but that's not enough to really fight it. These Ancient Protectors help, but not to the far left where he.
Yeah,
has
it's
his
a
Ancient of
base
Winds.
layout. Not the greatest.
It seems he went for some kind of rainy base. I don't know, but yeah, I really like these dragon hawks in the mix. I think it's great.
Yeah, they've had so much value in these fights here. Ooh, nice rockets.
And he needs to use the movements, but these rockets do a lot of damage. So if he gets to level 6, which he might, he should definitely be able to fight back. But he needs to pump more units. He's not pumping.
South Tinker? Oh no,
The Tinker
Tinker
died.
down.
And that might be, despite having 8k, could be it, theoretically, if Shave plays it well. It's a tough spot. Like, this was that was the only thing that was not supposed to happen for him. And I don't like this shop placement is really odd, I think. Like, far to the front, so if you staff your heroes, you can't immediately buy stuff. So
That's a good point.
and I think like two Ancient of Wonders is a must-have. And we do see another fight at the top between Yakuza and Escher. It seems Yanker has to TP out. He wants to kill the expansion, but is not able to
Ooh,
do so.
18 HP on the Dreadlord. Save. I guess he TP'd again to save it,
He
but
TP'd again, yeah.
but well, he is getting close to 5 Dreadlords, so that's good. 50 more experience,
Yep.
and he will have a much better time against the human gyros. And he did pick up the pendant energy. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, very good item. Pendant of Energy, one of the best items for the Dreadlord.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's gotten a pretty bank now, surprisingly, and I would personally love to see Anchor sell some of these kind of crappy items and just get some more parry ups.
Yep.
Because I mean, the plus 12 claws is nice, but like, I feel in free for all, it's at least because the lich is so fragile. Like I mean, even for plus 15, I usually prefer to sell claws and just get another health item.
And the Dreadlord is so close to 6. But sorry, close to 5, but
A town is under siege.
Alright, Tinker's back out, so Rian and Shave's still fighting here. Oh man, those rockets are so good.
oh,
And
and
we have 6 Tinker.
level 6 Tinker, the Robo Tinker incoming. And he can fight back, so Shave might have waited a bit too long to go into this elf main and kill everything, so
I think it was calculated though. He wanted to drop down to 50, so he didn't
Yeah,
mind
you're right.
100% about losing.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
have almost 6.5 alchemists, so
but
that's
6
something to think
yeah,
interesting.
I mean both players have solid levels, so and I think it's smart by Reinforcement to not continue fighting Alchemist 6, so they will only lose the gold.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think though this is good play by Yanker. He needs hero level, and Ishan is
he should have pulled back his Lich though, just to get the level 5.
yeah.
Um,
One one experience. All right, scout all the greens. Scout all the green
Under
camp.
siege.
yeah, I mean
It's like
there's
when
only one left, so I guess he has no
yeah.
time for it. But the gyro should be his level 5.
That's like one thing that I think sometimes people underestimate on like kind of mid. Once like the big camps start getting crept up, is and again doubly so as an undead is like check all the greens, like the little green camps. If you solo creep with one hero, they can add up surprisingly.
Forces are under attack.
They do. Also, I think people tend to underestimate like the gold that you can get by transmuting green spots. Like you can
Yeah.
get like 2 green spots can get you like 2k gold easily.
Yeah, where's it you that was mentioning that is like, I think somebody was saying that you had told them like, I guess, like, a pro tip, if you plan to purposely leave some small green camps around your main if you get 6 algae.
Yeah, I always do, like, I never creep green spots unless I really have to get, like, level 5 or something. But just to creep them so they are gone doesn't make any sense if you have an alchemist.
We
And
have a fight here,
good
Yanker's main.
fight.
Death Knight,
Oh, he has
he
an
has the
Ankh,
Ankh.
and popping the invul right in time is Ashan. And he needs to be careful with his Archmage, like the DK coming back. But
DK.
the DK is just standing around, and he...
Oh no,
He
did he
might
forget he had
lose
an Ong?
Oh,
Oh,
and
gosh.
the
Mountain
MK
King.
also an
Who
egg.
also has an Ong. Oh my god.
Very nice. And
He's losing his main. Oh,
and
no.
he's losing his main while the Dreadlord is like he has some mana to work with still, but without the DK he might lose everything here, and another hero too. It's not focusing the Paladin in time. He can go for another Divine Shield, and the Dreadlord might be. You can TP out, but he won't TP. Oh, he TPs into the back of his main, and the Archmage. Ooh, another invul. Needs to be
Dreadlord
careful
has
here.
mana.
Yeah,
If
and
he
the
can get a
MK
long range
is...
swarm, he can kill 2 heroes.
What's
Go
he
for it.
doing? Go for it.
Long range swarm.
Ishan is so
Oh,
greedy
I
to
want a
stay.
triple kill. Do it.
Ooh. Divine Shield, but oh, that's that call. He kills it.
Kills Archmage.
And
the
will he
TP out.
kill? Will he kill the MK?
Swarm?
Oh,
Oh, nice.
nice kill.
6 Dreadlord.
That was, and I have no idea why Ishan, after killing like 1 hero and half of the main, why would he stay in there with 3 heroes with less than 80 HP? Makes little sense.
Yeah. They were all grouped up. There was like a small chance for a triple kill long range like swarm because
Yeah,
as it expands in AoE the longer it gets. Like I was looking for it, but
that would have been great.
Yanker's main though, he
Forces
needs
are
to
under
rebuild
attack.
everything. So that's
Yeah.
there's a chance he can lose everything despite having a good chunk of gold.
But he wasn't on, like, he was on 80 only all the time, and Ishan was on 100, so he lost a lot of gold while doing so. And he's on 3k gold only. He has not found time to rebuild this yet, so he only sends a peasant now. And we still need to keep in mind that Ishan gave up this expansion, which was his expansion to take, and I think there's a gold difference of at least 3k gold between the corner ones, so he has to work with less gold in the long run.
Yeah, what happened to Ishan's like expansions here? Did they get killed off by someone? I wasn't paying attention. Here.
Yanko was attacking here, so that
Oh,
one
that's right. He
lost.
did kill that one.
Yeah, and I mean, this one's running still, so this is like his primary expansion basically at this point. So the one he needs to secure, but and I really like reinforcement going for these early zeppelins with the wisps in it.
Ah, yes, the rebuilding.
Yeah, especially against someone like Shave, like close to you, who might, with human, just like Shave has a tendency to just go for 100 supply tanks or something, and in that case, like you need to be prepared to get your main erased, and so really useful to have some wisps in zeppelins around the map.
I'm surprised neither of the 2 humans have started the infamous island like here.
But at this point, it's way too early. Like Liltig
Oh,
does it
that's true. That's
sometimes.
true.
I think it's just like it's just a waste of gold at this time. I think it's you need to like find the right point in time to take them where no one expects it and where people lost most of their scouting units. So I think yeah. I mean this one I think is you can take more easily, but the big one I think is too exposed
Yeah, that's
to
more
take it
like
early.
a okay, this person kind of a thing.
Yeah. And everyone's on 50 now and just getting some gold, so that's nice for
Yeah,
like for the future.
it's Brian with an impressive 17,000 to close to 18. Shave 12. Yanker 7.5, and Sean with 3.
Yeah, so Ishan really has to has to catch up gold wise, and yeah, game calming down again. And I really like the game so far. So we do see very balanced fights, very few insults, and
A town is under siege.
interesting heroes also. Like Tinker, always nice to see, especially when it comes to base race scenario. So
Ah, and I see the Shave's transmute shenanigans have started. He just transmuted an Acolyte. Not perhaps the greatest return on gold, but still annoying.
Players' forces
I'm not
are
even
under
sure if I
attack.
would do it on at this point. Like it's not giving you too much. Like it's not enough gold for like the risk you take by doing
Yeah,
so.
what is the? I actually never even bothered to look it up. Like, what are the percentages for that
125.
one thing?
They buffed it from I think 80 to 120 or 125. So you basically get like get yeah you get almost 100 gold out of a worker, which I don't think it's worth.
Not the best investment.
No, I think I mean he's going for
Oh, here
like
goes
the
the
tank.
tanks.
Oh, and he got it.
Staff. Aw.
And that's like so greedy. I mean, I know Shave is laughing at this point, but it's like especially against someone like Ishan who will use it as a manip against you like for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe as of all people, Ishan's maybe not the best choice for that.
no. So
But also, a fun fact for folks that may not again be aware of all full mechanics. Upkeep is one of those things where people don't realize it affects basically literally everything. So, like whether it's selling items. Oh, here goes a nuke on the outpost. Ooh, dropped Infernal and maybe kill. Dropped Infernal because you can do it. Yeah.
ooh,
Boom.
oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Very nicely done. Good experience on his heroes.
So
I mean,
so it wasn't worth
that's you
it.
kind of asked for that.
Yeah, he asked for it, and it's basically like you get your hero killed, which is level 6 alchemist. How much is it? I always forget. Is it 400?
I think so. Level 6.
410 or something? I always forget. Like, or it's
No, I think
5.
that's like a level 7 or 8 here. I think level 6 is 295 or 3
No, it
something.
must be more. I think somewhere.
Is it? Oh,
It must be
guess I'll have to check.
above 350. I think. And I mean, funnily, it still was worth it. I think like transmuting one tank and transmuting one worker, I guess, was almost worth it, or was worth it gold-wise, but it was just way too greedy to walk around here and trying to get another unit. So
All right,
and
please sell the ring
reinforcement
of regen. Yanker.
dancing. Yeah, let's take a look at the items. So reinforcement is having 654 and pretty well stacked heroes. I would like to see him selling the claws plus 12 on his KTG for another, on his keeper for another staff. I think staff's too important.
Yeah, staff would be good, and then later maybe. Oh well, I guess the invul pot can be
He-
replaced with the AMS.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, AMS is not helping him with
Oh,
tranquility.
that's right.
So
They changed that. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
so I think Invul, but I think claws are overrated for elf. So I think
Agreed.
he needs the triple staff. I think triple staff is so good. And he,
Player's
like
forces
especially
are under
like
attack.
also from a micro feeling or muscle memory perspective, like it doesn't matter in like a very high in a very tense situation, you can just use every hero to staff and you don't have to think about it unless you have like
Mhm.
cooldown, but you can like use every hero to staff something, and I think that's worth the triple
Yep.
staff.
Yeah, and basically all well, I guess elf and human with the stats, like they're just in the long run with the gold you save from
Yeah,
not remaking that unit is can add up so much.
exactly, yeah. And we do see the Alchemist back for Shave, also level. I think he has 654 also, and he does have very nice items with the Planet of Energy on the Alchemist, which he might pass to the MK later. I would like to see these items on the MK once he stops running around and transmuting stuff. There goes the Shredder, and I mean, Shave has great items, like three of the best auras, or probably the three best auras he can get. Um, there's a Pendant of Energy here. What the heck?
I what? Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, so now you get two.
there's been a couple of items left on the ground. Like Shave picked an EXP tome here, and there was, or no, there was a +2 agility here, and there was an EXP tome here, and I'm like, there's people with alchemists. Why are you not picking up your tomes, people?
Yeah,
Like agility is like, and he picked up on the MK, which again, that's one of those little tiny things I feel if you really want to min max, like pick up agility tomes always 100% on your alchemist.
A town is
The
under
yep.
siege.
oh lordy, Shave is looking to get suicided by Yanker here.
And reinforcement going 100 all of a sudden with
Ooh,
20k, like he got quite an edge gold wise. And like these items, I think
A
as you
player's
pointed out, the
forces are
Ring of
under
Region is
attack.
totally a waste of an item slot. Um, but we do see reinforcement with
it's going
100,
on Shave. Ooh, interesting.
and I think Shave. I mean, luckily, Shave has all his workshops at the front, but he might lose his main, and I'm not sure why he's flying in with his gyro. So very tough situation for Shave, and I don't think he should use his gyros this early, so he will lose too many of them. But good fight for reinforcement.
He's
And
fighting in range of towers though, and more
yeah,
gyros.
he
Oh
will
gosh,
be
all those low chin.
he will be forced back, and still I think he, yeah, okay, Alchemist level 6, but MK level 6 also.
Oh, 7 alchemists, like that's so much experience.
Yeah, and now he's, yeah, Shave's using his gold, but Shave was stopped hoarding, Shave's hoarding was stopped on just 12k gold against, or 13k against reinforcements 21. And people, like usually if you have an alchemist, people, I think, just because you have transmute, people expect you to have more gold than anyone else, especially since like everyone pieced, and I guess some players would expect everyone to have the same gold in this situation. And in fact, only Yanker, Shave, and Ashan have
A town
roughly
is
the
under
same
siege.
amount of gold, but reinforcement has way more. So it's interesting.
Yeah, Soso's asking in chat, is there a way you can maybe boost your mic? Maybe like reduce me slightly in Discord and then boost yours? Is that doable?
I lower your voice in OBS, and
Ah, okay.
mine is very my micro is always my mic is always
A
too low.
player's
So
forces are under attack.
yeah, I tried. So if it's not gotten better in 15 minutes, so I hope,
Okay.
yeah, I can try to fix again. But I lowered
Okay.
your voice again. It just
Got it.
feels bad to lower your voice. So.
No worries.
And an interesting fight coming up, and it seems reinforcement wasn't pumping a lot of units, so he tried to hold this without units, and I mean that's like a rough fight to take. I guess he can fight back as long as it's only 70. And Tinker is great against Gyros on this high level. And
Yes.
he doesn't really want to get units against this transmute. He will just lose.
Just with,
Yeah.
God, just with his heroes, he can solo like all of this, like in time, because of damage over time with acid bomb and rocket damage with the
Yeah.
cooldown.
So once you get the levels as he did, oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, nice. Oh, he TP's out. Yeah, just in time. He might lose the MK. Okay, just in time. And this heal spray is so valuable for him right now.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, by having these, I think everyone has like decent hero levels. So 666 for Yanker. I think we do have slightly lower levels. Yeah, we do have 654, but still mass TP for Eshan. And I think all of a sudden, by having these two other players fighting each other, I think the situation got much better for the other two. So
Brian does have a insane gold advantage though, so we'll see how Shade can fight that. Like, I mean, in, I guess, straight up fights.
oh, nice
if he
staff.
get, like, staff, yeah. In theory, Shade can win these fights because his army is quote-unquote better. Rockets and acid bomb is OP, so we'll see.
Yep. So very interesting. Like 6 very great heroes that are fighting here. Like 6 of the probably best heroes of 5 different heroes here. And he needs to be careful with his alchemist. Might lose another TP. Nice passing the invul. Almost killing another Dryad. And the paladin might die or might need to pop another invul here. And oh, nice. Oh, the MK.
MK down.
Yeah, there's so much damage coming from this alchemist with acid bomb. And
Yeah, I'd like to see Shade pass the energy pendant either to the Mountain King or Paladin.
I think you should. Like, this alchemist is not worth. Like, it's not worth to have. He can never spend all this mana in one fight. While with the MK, he might be able to do that. So I totally agree. I think he should have one pendant of energy on his MK and one of the paladin.
Yep.
So, and in the meantime, we do see Yanker doesn't want to sit any longer. It seems he's going for 80 and he's going for the attack, while Eshan is also pumping to 80. So he scouted that, and we do see another fight incoming here.
A town is under siege.
I just wish Yanker would kind of update his items a little bit. The regen. It's dumb.
He has 2 ring of regen. No, 1. Okay, just 1. But yeah, that's like an item.
It's just like a little small nitpick for me, but like I feel
Oh,
Django can be a slower hero. Ooh.
almost. Like, I'm not sure. He transmuted another unit. Yeah, I totally agree. I think Ring of Regen, while it can be very useful early and for creeping, it's like one of these items that I personally never want to keep late game. And so many people do for some reason keep this item. I don't think it's like worth it.
Ah, there it goes. Brilliant, or finally.
Nice. Okay. Staffing back in the alchemist with mana. So
A player's forces are under attack.
Shave needs to get a clarity on his paladin or something.
yep, should. I think if he wanted to, like if reinforcement wanted to, I guess he doesn't want to use his gold now, but he could. Oh, Shave is up to 85, so I think he might need to use his gold now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start pumping. Start Riot. Use those wins. Or at the very least, maybe make it much more balanced, like in defend than just these 3 heroes.
Oh, he needs to be careful to not lose his alchemist here. Nice. And there's so much damage, like these rockets, level 3 and the acid bomb dealing so much damage. Oh,
Oh, nice dodge.
nice dodge. Yep. and no dispel. So um, very good item here, especially against these heroes. Forcing him back with 45 supply. I mean, he's not mining, so I think it's at this point it's even a bit too greedy for reinforcement to not get units. So
Yeah.
and he's lacking protection really. Like I think with 20k you want at least like 5 Ancient of Winds, and you want at least okay, he has 4 Chimera Roosts, but I think yeah, his base looking kind of weak.
Yeah,
He's lacking
maybe
Moonwells
some more
also.
wells. Yeah,
Yeah.
more wells, another shop, a couple more wins. Pretty good.
A player's forces are under attack.
I know.
Godfather says in Twitch chat that our voices sound like he's watching Discovery Channel, the forests in South America. I'm sorry. I have a slight cold. Maybe that holds me from, that keeps me from, like, um, like.
I think that's a good thing because it sounds like we're like the calm voices of yes in the forest. Hey, walk, jump. I don't know.
And we do see a wild younger Zam appearing in the main of Ishan.
I slightly question this one combination with zero rates, but sure. I guess it helps its tanks a little bit.
I think like the how's it called? The cloud, whatever cloud against spellbreakers. Disease cloud against spellbreakers can be quite good, but he shouldn't fight this against the tanks. It's just a horrible fight. Yeah, instantly dying if it gets focused, and he can't really fight the tanks, so he needs to use some
long-range swarms.
Yeah, exactly, over and over, and he can only start fighting once. I'd say at least half of these tanks are almost dead, so. And I kind of exactly 10k gold for Junker, funnily. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, MK dying. Very stupid loss from the MK in this situation. And his, yeah. He really shouldn't lose his MK in this situation. That was such a great position for him. Although I agree with Eshan, that's not necessarily worth fighting with 8k gold. It's so crazy that almost every mine is gone, and yet only one player has more than 10k gold. Like usually,
A player's forces are under attack.
Shane has surprisingly been drained of gold the whole ton. I guess trying to constantly make units and losing it to Rockets and Acid Bomb. Like Rian, I don't know if anyone realized how much gold he has. He has an incredibly huge lead on everybody.
Yeah, he did a great job hiding his true gold count, having like the biggest mines or securing the biggest mines, and being able to defend without breaking 50. And he's breaking 50 now. He needs to be careful to not lose his alchemist, but Elf Staff solves, and Shave without having a saw is not able to really stop this Robo Tinker from dealing damage. And these gyros are just, they die so quickly. So, and as we see right here, yeah, stopping the Dragon Hawks with the rockets. He's careful to not lose his MK here. No, and he needs, I think with these heroes the only thing he really needs is mass Moonwells, but he can force them back, and he needs to be careful to not lose his MK. Nice Paladin heal, and should pull back his gyros now. Okay, does so just in time.
Yeah, I would like to see some more wells like Red 3 below his tree, and something gets stabbed, it looks like it's still up.
Yeah, exactly. I think his Moonwells are way too far from the main base, from the main tree, and we do see another fight. And was he using Death and Decay here?
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't know.
All of them are the same HP. I mean, it looks like he was using D&D on it.
Yeah, and MK died, so that's why. Did he? Oh, he killed the Alta. Oh, he killed the MK
Oh
again.
gosh, that
So
is
that's
problematic.
yeah, that's why he was able to use Death and Decay. I was wondering why he.
He does have an altar in the back, but it's not gonna get back.
And it seems, yeah, Janker goes for it here right now and wants to kill him. And I think that's, I think it's kind of questionable, to be honest. I don't think he can finish this human. And especially since it's Ishan. Ishan will be able to stay alive. And he's caught in the corner.
Oh, that blizzard hitting him.
Yeah, and he needs to TP, and he
Blocked
needs...
his Lich.
Yeah, and the Lich is stuck in a prison, and he's flying back with all his low red HP units. Really not a good fight for Janker, so not what he hoped for. A lot of tanks.
Yeah, when Janker put down his healing wave, it actually blocked the Lich, and then when
Yeah.
Ishan killed it, his Paladin just walked right up and 1 unit surround. Meanwhile, I've got to forget another fight between Rin and Shave here.
And look at the auras, or at the auras on the paladin. It's so crazy. Now
Damn.
the paladin dies. Crazy. Yeah, Shave is really having a hard time against these high-level elf heroes.
Yeah, Rin is just winning this handily. And
It's-
from
yeah.
12, 13k to 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5k, but still, I think it's like 16k, and he will probably lose some more. He has the potential to kill Shave now, I think, if he wanted to, which I'm not sure he does. But I think he will drop to, let's say, 10k after that, and that should still be enough to like not get a full win. And it seems Ishan is taking this fight into the undead main, while Janker is still waiting for his Lich to come back, and he's not focusing the Alta. I wonder why. Like, he should do that.
He's also having some block.
Yep, he is, and he can't even fight this. I mean, Dreadlord has some mana still, but only for one further swamp. And now the Alta dies. No,
Oh, we gotta fight, and Shave's main is dying here shortly. 2 heroes down.
and it seems both players, and that's very unfortunate for Ishan, I would say. Both players are dying exactly at the same time. Alta, oh, the Alta! So close. 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds probably, and the Alchemist would have been back. So that might be it for Shave, quite frankly. And at the same time, I think Janker like has only... Okay, he has 2 acolytes on the map, but still, it's very difficult to hide against Mass TP, so...
Decent bank, kinda, still left it there, but Shave, let's see, does he have PM? He does have Peasants scattered throughout, except moving at the very top of the map.
Yeah, he should
with
yeah.
he'll need to get everything back though. He just tavern all his heroes. So he's
Yeah.
down to 1,000 gold.
But I think it's a good
With-
call.
Yeah, I mean with transmute, he can kind of do the Ishan like live forever kind of a thing, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
He's not as good and as experienced with it as
No.
Ishan, who can't stay alive forever. And
they will need to basically 3v1 Rin like pretty soon, or else it might be kind of a guaranteed win.
yeah, I agree with this Alchemist against just Ashan with 6k gold. That should be an easy one. Okay, so they stop now, and I think Janker, if he has some further
attack.
minutes to rebuild, and he has a full army, like he has 80 supply of 0. It's crazy. You don't often see that. So he needs to get a lot of buildings back. And Shave is having just a few buildings left, so he needs, like, with his 800 gold, I think this would be the point in time to go for an island. I think especially with a long 4-way, I think this is the point in time to go for it, as it's like the best it's the most secure position you can get. And he has the Zeppelin in position, and he might go for the Shredder now. I'm not quite sure if he's really willing to go for it. Let's see.
A town is under siege.
I think Shave should sell some items at this point. Like, he should sell at least the Scroll of Healing, I think, is not as useful anymore, and also the Scroll of Protection. So he should definitely sell these two.
Maybe the drums, like at this point, it's probably not.
And the Medallion
have,
of
like, a
Courage also, I think, is not... like, it's a good
Player's
item for
forces
the
are under
MK,
attack.
but it's not as good as a pen.
Right. He still has his penalties. Alchemy
Yeah.
switch.
I mean, at this point, he just goes for transmuting mass units, I guess, so...
Oh, you know what? I guess that's fair too.
He can't take any straight-up fights anyways, against... at least against Reinforcement, so... And Reinforcement is down to 13k gold, but 96 supply, and you don't want to get team 3 with 1, so you really want to finish at least one of these players quickly, and we will see... Okay, we do see... we do see 2 players going for this island at the exact same point in time. That's crazy. Like, I've never seen it. I do take a screenshot of this, as it's like so much harmony up there. And I do think they can easily team out.
A player's
Enforcement.
forces are under attack.
Yeah, I did go down to 13, so that's a much more manageable gold count to fight against. And he doesn't have, you know, the biggest base.
And he has no anti-air except these, like, his heroes and some of these Drides, so once Yanker and Ishan fight him together, these Team Chimeras are gone pretty quickly. So I think, and usually at least 2 of these players are very great in communicating, so I don't think he will just finish one player.
Yeah. Now that actually, yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, now that Shave and his very strong against undead combo, that gave Yanker a chance. It's, you know, on the lower side for sure, but it is a chance. Suddenly his army is actually pretty effective.
Yeah. And everyone has hero levels, usually in these long 4-ways. Or sometimes in these long 4-ways, at least one player is very, like, had a very hard time and just survived.
A player's forces are
Like,
under
almost
attack.
died and has very low hero levels, so... and it seems that, okay, Reinforcement is scouting very well. And he's not, like, acting too decisively, so he's not... Like, I think he should... yeah. It's a very tough situation for him. I think he should try to finish it. And
Yeah, I think maybe at least start with finishing Shay. probably.
I mean, we
Because
know,
he's the one with the
yeah.
alchemist.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's probably the safest call to finish Shave. On the other hand, I think,
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a hard choice. So that would like Ishan with mass DP and tanks is, I would say, probably the strongest threat as far as like army and like elimination.
yeah.
But Shave is going to be incredibly frustrating and annoying with transmute. Like he has a direct way to keep himself semi alive for the remaining of the game through that.
Yeah, and Shave is just down to like 1.5 buildings, so I mean, it would be kind of easy to kill Shave now. So he would probably like he could kill Shave if he wanted to. He would probably lose like 1 to 2 cameras only. He could try to go for Yanker, but I don't
player's
think he
forces
would
are
be able
under
to
attack.
finish him in time before like he gets attacked by Ishan.
Alright, so let's see, what would... I guess trying to like think from each player's perspective how they should handle it. Maybe I get that maybe doing a little bit more chatting would probably be ideal. Like try to force a team against Rian or something. Like if I was in Yonkers Streets, for instance, I have let's see, don't have many buildings. I haven't been able to get enough supply up to 100, but no actual tech.
A player's
But still
forces
5k in the
are under
bank.
attack.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough call. He does have the hero levels against Ishan specifically, and Ishan has shown to lose his heroes like MK, for instance, against Paladin, even with the Paladin alive. Yeah, I would probably say if I was in Yanker's shoes, probably try to get Ishan to team against Reinforcement. And maybe get him out completely, and then see if he can... Oh, no, but he messed... Oh, this is tough.
I think you wanted 3-way, so I think it would have been a good call by Reinforcement to finish Shave no matter what. Because
Yeah.
just you want with these hero levels, you want a 3-way and not get teamed 1-way against 3. But I don't think he can finish the other 2 in time before losing too much. So
Yeah.
I think he should like just play a balancing 3-way and just pretend to have less gold. So I think that might be best option, as he wouldn't face any more alchemists, so he could just
Exactly.
carry down, just over time. I think he would have, or he would be able to maintain his chances very well by just transmuting and not facing transmute, but we'll see what he does. I mean, we saw in previous matches of him that he acted not like, especially late game, and also when being in a strong position, he didn't quite know what to do. So, and he often went for like the wrong action. So
are under attack.
Yeah, and I know he, at least in the game that we know was between me, him, and Donald. Part of it, I guess, because it was when we were playing then, it was pretty late for him, so he was more. And honestly, that was one of the big reasons why I knew I can just sit there. And yes, it's boring for myself and viewers, but from my chance to win this perspective, I knew that he would attack Donald. In this case, I wonder if there might be some similar issues of like he's not really want to just sit there and do nothing, whereas a player like Ishan, for instance, would be he has the patience to sit and do nothing and wait for something to happen, and then based on experience, do the right counter action to maximize his chances to win.
yeah. And it seems he's going for Shave, so I think that's a good call. And there's not much Shave can do about it. I would have liked to see Shave splitting his...
Yeah,
like,
does he have anything else?
no, and he's he's heavily supply blocked. I think it would have been key for him to just either kill some of his own units or at least get his peasant somewhere else to... Okay, he does that now, but could be too late, honestly.
He needs to run.
Like,
There
he needs to... Oh, he needs to do...
He's gonna lose his heroes too.
That's super scary for him, and I'm not sure why he's flying so far. Like, he should just drop in Ishan's main. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's out.
Drop
He's
it.
out.
Oh, he has one. He has the farm here.
Oh, okay.
But his heroes are stranded.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing, Shave? Micro? Okay.
And yeah, he should fly back with his... Yeah, and that's what he
Okay.
does. He flies
Yeah.
back with his... with peasant, but he will be revealed at some point. On the other hand, I don't think it matters anymore if they help him. And I mean, that's like the tough thing with these heroes. I'm not sure they really want to help you. Like, he has transmute, he he used the transmute a lot right after he got his alchemist to level 6. So I'm not sure why, if they would really want to help him. So I guess he could die at some point. And he has the gold for another town hall. So I think he
are under attack.
yeah.
Yeah, that clock is ticking
Yeah.
for the reveal. And I guess I always never figured out, like, if you're have no hall
Uh-huh.
and you're about to be revealed, if you build a hall, is that hall itself also revealing? Because, or do you need to like
Yes.
cancel a remake or something?
No, so that's if you are as soon as you are revealed, if you build a new town hall, it will be like it will show on the map.
Shown. Okay,
but
so
you
you need to
can
build the second one and then
but
cancel the first.
but you can immediately cancel the first right after you started it, and your reveal will be gone, and you can just walk your peasant somewhere else and can build a new one. So you just need the gold, like, to cancel it, and but that's why once you're revealed, you should never just fully build your town hall unless you have to. You should just start one and cancel it and go somewhere
and then
else.
remake it somewhere else. Got it. Okay.
And it seems reinforcement is going for the neck here and will just kill Shafe.
I think so.
So he killed the farm, and while Shafe is trying to save the lonely peasant.
I almost wondered if like asking Ishan to kill that arcane and maybe build it there. It's still exposed, but I don't know. This
If they, unless they help him, there's no way
Yeah.
he can hide. They will just wait, I guess, until he's out to play a three-way. So that's a really tough position for Shafe.
He's gonna drop it. He's gonna make a. If he makes a farm, so he's not eliminated yet.
And these new farms are at the very back, so. And at least to this point, I think he wasn't revealed yet, was he?
He is revealed.
Ah, he's revealed. Okay, so.
But Shave is building right next to the mercenary camp, so it hopefully shouldn't show up on the minimap, I think.
I think it does. I mean, at this point in game, I always play with black minimap, and I assume some others might too. So I think it's visible, like.
Because I think I know, like, for instance,
Ashan
sometimes like he won't show up because it's just too small.
Yeah, I mean, it's barely visible, and it seems Ishan wants to force Yanker to act, which I think is a bit. I think there's something Ashan likes to do, but Ashan is not acting himself, so. And again, Shave might be out. And that's so rough for him. Like he can't really survive it. Okay, nice call by Shave to just go for these farms. But I don't think Shave can survive this. They are not.
No.
They're not willing to really help him at this point, as both have like some gold left and both have armies. So I don't think they want to keep Shave in.
What do you think about Ishan's and Yanker's current like mindset? So like Ishan wants Yanker to team with him to re-in, which I think is, but Yanker is saying no because he. I mean, I guess, and understandably, he doesn't have infrastructure. They have similar amounts of gold, but N plus versus mass TP.
Ishan he doesn't know for sure how much gold Yanker has. And I think Ishan just wants Yanker to. I mean, I think in Ishan's shoes, he doesn't want to sacrifice any units for like just to save Shave, which wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And he wants to force Yanker to do that basically, or at least to go together. But I think it's risky, and that's something. It happens quite often to Ishan that he gets just attacked for these offensive moves. So
yeah, I was exactly gonna say that. Like because there's definitely a few games I've played with him where he has a tendency when he is in a three-way and he's not the strongest, he'll want you to team with someone else. But at the same time, I mean, I guess this is something that happens to everybody, but he does not want to take any risks on himself to the point of like until it gets to a point of no return where it now becomes the last person can 2v1 easily. Then he's like, oh, why didn't you push with me? Where it's like, well, you also didn't want to commit or you attacked me to the point where I'm now too weak to team with you or something like that. It seems to happen not
Yep.
uncommonly with him.
Yep. I agree. And Shafe is really
A player's
on the
forces
edge
are under
of
attack.
dropping here. Like it's reinforcement. Okay, no, reinforcement is going after Shafe, and Shafe is having only this farm at this point and his one peasant, so he's flying back to the island, but. And it's, yeah, okay, now, okay, reinforcement, and I'm not sure if that's a smart move, to be honest.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is this smart to go on Yanker? Because this now does motivate Yanker
Yeah.
to actively, whereas if...
Where's the okay, so only 170 HP building left for Shave, going for the second one. I think he,
This is all revealed, so that's,
yeah, but I think
it's a
it's
bummer.
only, like, his only hope can be to just not get eliminated, and it seems he's...
Oh, but it's not
Yanker
doing
is...
anything.
But Yanker is attacking now, so I think that might distract reinforcement. Okay, but Yanker is like not having a lot of buildings left, so I think Ishan needs to act soon, or he will die.
He does. Yanker has a shade on him, so he knows that Ishan is just sitting.
Yeah, but he should talk also. Like, he should talk in this situation.
Okay, so he did walk by the scout tower in the bottom left, so Ishan should know that he's being chased. Right, Ishan is moving.
But he has mass TP, so I think he sent. It was a mistake by Ishan to not send like something to the other side of the map already.
Yeah. Does he?
Or is he? I mean, apparently.
Critters?
Oh, okay. There's something. Oh, he has a
Ah.
critter. He has a critter in the bottom. Okay, so all fine. And it's getting tense here. What's your language, buddy?
Okay, don't antagonize the person that you're trying to team with, please. It's never good.
And it's
Alright, here we go. Here comes the teaming in earnest.
and reinforcement
But
building, producing more units now, but might be too late, honestly.
Yanker is TPing to save his...
Okay.
Was that worth it?
No, I think he
I
should
think
have
maybe
helped.
sending... Yeah, send a guard.
Yeah. He's walking back
But
over, and Shave is also coming in, so... But good fight for Ishan so far, I think.
Yeah, Rian's down to 9k. Yeah, 9k. Tinker's getting low. He needs to... There's a full well. Eat it.
Full into the base. Very nice mass TP, but very risky too.
Yeah, the splash and rockets.
Yeah, so
passing
that's...
on that.
But now the
was
other...
bad.
But now the other 6 heroes are getting in. He needs to...
Oh, Archmage is gonna drop. He needs TP. Yep.
He needs a TP, but now I think good timing now. I think very good timing. He should just fight now. Yeah, go in. What's happening? Where's Yanker going? Just go.
Yeah, he has good mana. Go in.
Yeah,
It's
and
full mana
there's-
actually.
I think very wise choice by reinforcement just to go for Trides now. Against these tanks, you can't. I think Mountain Giants Trides very good choice.
Nuke the Alchemist. Go, 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 go.
Ooh, sleeping the keeper just in time. Very nice kill. And reinforcement will have a hard time. His heroes will be great again in base race, but not really good in hero arena. Like decent, but not as good as MK Alchemist Paladin.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a hard assassinate type ability, or a single target. type
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah. Shave needs to be careful here. And it seems to me as if Isha might just wait now and just wait again, which I think is not necessarily the right call, but something he might do now. Oh, and he can't lose this Alchemist. He should pop the Invul. Yeah, maybe earlier. And he should staff.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
the Keeper's out.
Not the
so
Paladin.
nice kill on the... Oh, nice transmute. You should go for the staff rather sooner than later, and the Keeper is coming back in. Oh,
Staff?
Town is under
staff,
siege.
what are you doing?
A player's
I-
forces are under attack.
Oh boy. 2 staffs open.
Oh, and DK coming in. Should not do that.
Oh,
And he has no TP, so...
That was a big mistake by Shay. Now he can't get anything back.
I think, to be honest, I think he should just use his units. I think it's...
A player's
If they want
forces
him
are
out,
under
they
attack.
will be able to kill all his humans. Ah, right, yeah, it's not working, right? It's
Oh.
only working if you, like, lose your... I never understand how these
Wait,
staffs
what?
work.
I'm pretty
I think,
sure.
yeah, I think it will just staff you to another building, but he has no fully built building, has he? He only started,
Oh.
so that's why...
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it does say to your highest level town hall. The elf staff works on any building.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Oh.
Paladin stuck. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
oh.
Dead Paladin. Damn.
Yep.
Nice surround with the Pocket Factory.
And he might be able to get both, so... Oh, now he's staffed. Exactly.
Oh, it does work.
But the altar
okay, it
just
does
finished.
work.
But the altar just finished, that's why.
Oh, a completed building.
Yeah,
Ah,
completed. So not in production. Oh, why is he doing that? Why is he... He should just run. He took so much damage for doing that, for cancelling the Keeper Tranquility. I think he should just run. Ah, that was a bad call.
Well, let's see. If Shave sells all his items,
I
and
think he
makes-
will.
I
He will
don't think
die.
so.
He will die.
Doesn't have enough gold to even sell and maybe get the heroes back at least.
And Ishan is like, at some point they will need him, unless Ishan is
Town is under
very
siege.
convinced
A
that he can
player's
fight this
forces are
one-on-one,
under
which I
attack.
don't think he can. Like, against Tinker, these tanks are... Like, Tinker is really good against these tanks.
Yeah, rockets and then also against the transmute.
Yeah, and Mountain Giants, so I don't think he will be able to finish him. So, maybe, maybe you think he does? I'm not sure. Does he really want to risk this? I'm also going... What the heck?
Right? Oh.
I'm also quickly going for the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay, same here. Alright, I'm back. Oh boy, so Shave is more or less out probably for good. And we've got Ishan and Yanker left.
Ah, I'm back too. Just in time.
Siege.
Alright, so Shave is out. Like,
Yeah.
he-
I mean, he
He
gets
sold
another
them.
he gets another farm. Yeah, he had some items still on his paladin, but I don't think he can come back into this. I mean, I never say never, but I think it's looking pretty grim for him. I think he should definitely sell all of his paladin items right now, so at least he has the gold for enough. So at least he has the gold to get some farms, and then he should just get his air units killed.
Mhm.
That's his only chance, I think, to ever
A
get these
player's
heroes
forces
back.
are under
So
attack.
Well, actually, you know what? If he sells all his items, get the alchemist back.
he is
He
definitely
get-
he gets a chance, but I don't think they will grant him the time yet, as they will grant him the time now. And Ishan will just sit until Shave is out. He doesn't want to face Transmute, I guess so.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, I feel like
And I don't think Shave was revealed before canceling. So I think he was wasn't revealed before getting that one. So I think he's still he's not revealed at this point, I think.
hmm. At this point, I wonder if it's worth for Yanker whenever Death and Decay is up, start using it maybe, or
Yeah, but the Tinker will get staffed immediately and will just cancel
A
it.
player's
So
forces are under
I
attack.
think it will not last for longer than like 3 seconds. And you
Town
really
is under
risk
siege.
to lose your Lich. And also I really like I thought never mind. I thought I saw a Talon somewhere, and I think a Talon will be really good just to make sure if someone attacks your base and gets staffed out that it's revealed. Like
Hmm. Oh, that's actually a really good point.
I think
Player's
that's
Alright.
forces
so
are
key.
under attack.
Solo Paladin breaking the base.
Why isn't he selling
Town
these
is under
items?
siege.
Like he needs gold. Yeah, and Shiv, like I think this Shiv should just use these air units. My shades can't fly. I'm not sure. I mean, technically they are like elevated slightly.
They are floating.
Floating? Yeah, maybe it's even flying, to be honest. I think it's just
Oh, actually, you
flying
know what?
very well.
That's significantly in the air. Huh? I never realized.
So I think that could be. Yeah, that's flying, I think. So technically he's wrong, I think. I think it all depends on Ishan right now. If
Town
Ishan
is under
wants to
siege.
act, they have a chance still. And if Ishan wants to force the 1-on-1, thinking he has the most gold,
Ouch. Ooh. Is Undead Yanker's strongest? I actually don't know.
it
'Cause
it
what
is. Yeah, it is.
okay, because his human looked pretty darn good.
He says his human is weak, or at least he doesn't like it. I think his orc, his undead should be the strongest. Maybe followed by elf and then orc, and probably human is his weakest. I think at least someone said like some weeks ago.
Alright, well I guess
A
we're just gonna
player's
sit and
forces
wait
are
for the
under
Solo
attack.
Paladin to clear this entire base while Ishan just...
Oh, he has a druid of the Talon here, so he needs to be careful. And
Ah,
it seems Ah, it really seems Ishan is acting now, but what is he doing? He's running
He's
towards
going
Yanker.
on Yanker. Uh,
So that could
I
be.
guess he feel.
Yeah, that could
Yeah, I
be.
guess he feels that if Yanker's out, he can win versus Rian.
Yeah,
Which
but it will turn into suicide at this point, I believe. So, I think it's almost. Shave is at least using his units now. I think he could have done that earlier, just to lose them and have some supply available to get his hero back. But I don't think he has a chance still, especially not if Yanker and Ishan are fighting,
Town is
which
under
is
siege.
going to happen now. Which is a dumb move by both of them.
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah, pride is one of those things in free for all that can
Nah, you can't
very
have
quickly
pride.
scale.
Yeah, you can't have pride in like a three-way or long four ways. Like at some point you just need to play for win, and you can't act. I mean, maybe they do, and I think Ishan always does. I think Ishan plays for win,
Town is
but
under
I think
siege.
Yanker is one of these players where you have to be a bit careful, as they might suicide you
Yeah,
in
that's
return.
one of those like
A player's
subtle
forces
skills in
are
free
under
for all
attack.
is also understanding the player. Which can you push? Which people do you feel you can maybe manipulate? Which people do you know? You
Yeah,
know, might have a temper, or like if you like early transgressions can mean people say no, fuck you, I won't team with you because you did blah blah blah, and
yeah. And people hold too many grudges from game to game. I think that's like, or at least, I mean, you can pretend to, but I don't think it's smart. I mean, it's always good like to know everyone's play style and to like know what everyone's up to, especially late game. But um, it shouldn't prevent you from like teaming with someone or fighting against someone, I believe. And Younger is, I think, I mean, it's a semi-final, so it's not like just a regular seasonal game. So let's see, what is Younger doing? Is he going for the Paladin?
I'm just going for a free experience.
I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. I mean, yeah, 777, so I don't think there's a need. Fine, kill him.
A town is
At
under
least
siege.
Shave has, like, in theory, Shave has the supply to get his alchemist back. So he does so. He
Yes.
does,
And now he can
but
transmute and
yeah,
get
but
his other heroes back.
he will die still. It's like feels.
This is, I guess, a funny way for Shave to end. I did not expect the others to kill him. I thought Rian would.
Yeah, I guess Younger just doesn't want to sit, but I think it's a difficult situation with undead where you are so where you're very likely to be like killed in a base race scenario, as you always have blight and you can't hide very well. So it's not like you don't want to sit, you want to act. And I mean, yeah, this shade is close to the last building of Shave, so I guess that's it. And the fun thing is, I think his paladin is
A
level
player's
6, right?
forces
Yeah, it
are under
is.
attack.
So he could. I know he can. The last peasant died in a zeppelin, right? I think.
I think so.
So he couldn't even, like, in theory, he could revive the paladin just to
A town is
revive the
under
peasant.
siege.
Oh, you need to get there, close there in time before the corpse disappears.
Yeah, yeah, right. I never like never watch out like for the corpses, so I never know how long they stay. But you're
I think
probably
it's
right.
yeah, it's like a minute or two, something like that.
Okay. And there goes Shave. Very unfortunate ending
GG
for him.
Shave.
Yeah, I guess in the end, like Eshan and Yanker's passiveness killed him. Um, he's not out. Okay, there's the
Where's the
last
farm?
one. There's
Ah,
the last one.
GG. All right, now.
A player's forces are under attack.
I really like this Invis keeper.
Yeah, I was gonna make comment about that. I forgot, but yes, thank you for bringing that back up. But that is really to avoid, sleep bolt, whatever, so we can get a
A
guaranteed
player's forces are under attack.
disable off.
And that's a really tough spot for Yanko to be in, I think. He's like, he has least buildings, and if
Mm,
I just think like if Ishan is willing to sit until the final 1-on-1, I think it would be up to Yanker to force Ishan to fight with him. So I think it could be a valid strategy to attack Ishan now. Just if Ishan signals that he would sit otherwise. But this is just, yeah, I guess he needs to. Oh, nice Inferno. Very nicely timed.
it's done. But now the Infernal's gonna die.
A player's forces are
And
under
the
attack.
transmute.
Yeah, it's so painful.
I guess Ishan just gonna say, yeah, he thinks he can take Rian one-on-one.
I guess he does, yeah. And I'm not sure he can. I mean, maybe he can. He's definitely more experienced in these base races, but I would be very careful to try that against these heroes. So
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a interesting balancing act of like, of course Ishan has mass TP, he has the better, yeah, I mean, with
ooh,
tanks,
the
better
Alchemist is blocked.
Alchemist.
Staff him.
TP, oh,
Very. Yeah, I
that
and he
is
killed.
expensive.
He's killing all the units, all the droids. So reinforcement down to 3k gold, and that might be. Honestly, I'm
Gosh,
not
this is giving Ishan a win,
yeah,
honestly.
potentially.
Town is under siege.
I'm not sure why. Like, why would you do that?
A player's forces
Oh, and the
are under
chimeras.
Oh,
Ooh.
uh-oh. Yeah, we're in. This is a bit of a throw. So yeah, I'm glad I know what he feels like.
I mean, he still has a main full of buildings, and he does only need to revive his alchemist, and I assume Isham will continue to sit. So I think he has a chance still. But that was a nice. I don't think they will let Ishan free win, just sit in base. I don't think they will just do that. I think they will watch out for Ishan and team him for some time. So we do have a three-way finally. It just took like 1 hour, 30 minutes between reinforcement, Russian, in this case elf player, formerly undead, Janker, a Swedish random player with his best race undead, and um, Ishan, American random player, random human, one of his best races, I think. Maybe not.
He actually picked human. He
He
specifically
picked human.
picked
Ah,
human.
okay, okay.
Yes.
So
No goal.
yeah, yeah. So I think any of these players would have been a deserved finalist,
Town is under siege.
and hopefully we're going to see the FML final next weekend. It always
Yeah,
depends on the
that'll
player.
be.
Yeah,
We'll see how the scheduling goes for that.
yeah. Usually at least Lil Tick is basically always available, so he should be fine anytime. Cumulo also pretty flexible, and I mean sometimes he isn't. GS also same. So I think it will
A player's forces
come
are
down
under
to the
attack.
player who enters the final fourth. So the winning player of this match. Do you think the hunt is really worth it just for the Sentinel War, which is not like
Uh,
it's not permanent anymore, is it? Like it's just like 2 minutes.
is it? I
Yeah, yeah.
don't even know.
It's not permanent anymore. I mean, it was pretty good and something I really like to do. And I just started using these Sentinels, especially against Mass TP, right like 2 months before they patched it, and I don't think it's worth it anymore. So.
All right, let's see.
I think in this case, yeah, Janker is playing, I think, pretty well. There's not much he can do. I think he should just threaten them. Like the next one who attacks him, he's going to suicide because he has no chance against either of these players in a base race scenario. So he just
Yeah,
needs,
he can't win up front, but he'll need to, as we call it, rat it out.
yeah, he needs these two players to either fight each other on an open field or like I don't know. I don't even think in his shoes, he wants to like team one of these players heavily, because at this point teaming can turn into a free win quite easily.
You know, need like someone to lose, a fair bit of their main base or their army. Pick up the item, sell it.
Yeah,
And scroll protection just sitting here. There's been a lot of items just sitting on the ground in this game.
yeah. What's he doing? Like,
Sell the dust.
like sell your items
It's like
and scroll of protection.
20G.
And
And the scroll, that's 75G.
exactly. And 75 is like if you have
Oh, plus
1.6.
upkeep, okay, like 60 or whatever, but
Oh
still.
yeah, he's upkeep still, but still.
It's still, every little bit counts. Like, you never know in the last base race where like 20 gold might make the difference between I can buy an
Yeah,
invuln or a TP.
exactly. I think Ishan should have a Sork somewhere. I don't see him having a Sork. I think the Sork would be like the most important unit for him.
Yeah, Sorceress, both Shave and Shunzin have one against Tinker, which is so important because he's mechanical and most spells do not work on it.
Exactly, yeah. So I think that's something he's really missing. And it looks as if
Acolyte
he's
dies.
going for the... Okay, that's it. That's...
Oh, he has one more.
But still, that's going to trigger him. Yes, I mean, he has
I guess he has the food and...
Yeah, necropolisis, so...
Yeah.
But I think he will go on Esha now, which is, I think, might be valid.
Yeah, Ishan's pushing buttons when I feel like you maybe shouldn't. And the whole, like, look, do this, manip with me, do stuff with me, or else I do, attack your units. That can very easily backfire.
Exactly, yeah. I really dislike the items or I dislike the items of Ishan in Hero Arena. I think his Archmage should have, especially against these undead heroes, should have way more parry-ups. Maybe up to like 5. Up to 5 parry-ups, at least 4.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he doesn't need like...
I'd swap the parry up in the MK with the aura. Staff.
I don't think he necessarily needs like the Claws plus 12 and the Helm of Valor or Valor. I don't think he needs necessarily.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a staff on the MK, so he can switch the staff to the MK, switch the aura, get more HP. Because he's going to be, realistically in most fights, or the bulk of the fight, he's going to be magic immune, so less likely to be focused.
Yep. Also, I'm surprised that Ishan isn't hiding more peasants out on the map. He has only very few.
forces are under attack.
Alright, Sean making more tanks. I think he's gonna hopefully make a move soon. Oh, mass TP to the main.
A town is under siege.
Interesting.
Going to Rian.
He's going for the and the TP going to the wrong tree. I don't think that would have been a good choice, like to TP to that one. But I don't think he can fight it. I think he will lose all these tanks. I like that his MK has clap against these talents, but still, I don't think he can fight this. Way too clumped up in the back. He's using Mass TP again. Okay, he's going out.
Wait,
Yeah.
slow. Or stun rather.
I think that was okay. That was a good attack. I think.
Yep.
He's waiting for transmute in his main. 13 HP. Ooh. Oh, just in time.
There we go.
Great. That was a good move by him. A really good move. To wait, like, that's so much gold that you get. Why would they piece? Like, who pieced? They pieced?
Yeah, if I were Rian, maybe I'd Yanker to go on Ishan.
Yeah, I don't think like reinforcement shouldn't piece. I think reinforcement should rather ask Yanker for help.
Yep. Be like, okay, I've lost my main. I have no gold left.
Yeah, at least half.
Ishan probably
half
has gold. You know, he has mass TP. Like, he used all these things, and
yeah,
The player's
exactly.
forces are under attack.
Especially since like piecing doesn't really help you if you're up against like if the third player is one that has no main base anymore, not a full army. So like both players should know that they can base race Yanker later. So there's really no point in piecing. Doesn't really make sense at this point. It just triggers Yanker to attack you potentially. So
yep.
look at how big these worms are. If you like,
Oh wow.
so high, so elevated.
Alright, good attack by Ishan. Will he do it again?
Nah, they
will-
pieced. I think that wouldn't be a good move.
A
He
player's
still
forces
has.
are under attack.
He still.
I didn't see Ishan power for piece. Okay.
He still has his critter.
Hmm.
Okay. So he has 1, 2 critters here. He has another critter. I don't know.
That's like such a frustrating thing to always look for, not only in your own base, but you always have to constantly scout your surroundings in the fog.
Yeah. Yeah, this just stalls the game, like this piece, so no one can really act. Like they piece, Yanker can't do much, so don't see much. I mean, it's we shouldn't forget, like they're fighting for for a final slot,
Finalist must, yeah.
so no one wants to just act stupidly and just lose it. And I think
Player's forces
each
are
of these
under
players has a good chance to win it. And yeah, so And I think Ishan is the least prepared for like base race scenario, like at least peasant-wise. I mean, he has mass TP, so he should be alright. But still, yes, I
Yeah.
found only one peasant outside his main. And okay, he's having like a second one
A
running
player's
north,
forces are
walking
under
north
attack.
right now. But that's it. So yes, only three peasants, I think. That's not much. Oh, Invis. Invis Alchemist.
Yeah, I was wondering if he'd be good for him to run with the Alchemist and run into like Ishan's main to
A
try to
player's
transit some
forces are
tanks.
under
But
attack.
they pieced, so that's, I mean, can't do
Uh,
much. Oh, and a fight breaking out between, or not. Okay, maybe not. So it seems Ishan is like piecing everyone, which, yeah, I don't know. I like the crystal ball a lot, I must say. I'm a big fan of the crystal ball. Like in
oh yeah,
late game, I think it can be really valuable if you're not like if, especially as elf, if you don't have priestess. I think crystal ball can be really good. Just to not like it's if you have like he has not enough gold at this point, but if he would have like 1.5k, I think it would be worth to buy it. Um,
yeah. I actually don't mind it when I find it early. Like it gives you, I'll usually sell it like mid game once I get shades running. But to get your scouts off early and saves like 50 gold or whatever, you can get such
yeah,
a nice way of like figuring out where your opponents are, what spots are not correct. Like a lot of little things can
yeah.
be so helpful.
And in this situation, it can escalate so quickly. So you may need to like scout one of these main bases within the blink of an eye. You need to
Hmm.
make
A
sure
player's
the player
forces
is
are
not
under
like
attack.
fully dead. So um, it's a great item, I think. At if you lack other scouting, like other ways of scouting, um, and you can always sell it. So it's not like you lose the gold forever. It's like I think it's worth the gold if you don't have other items for the item
Hmm.
slots. I mean, Ishan managed to preserve like 3k gold while reinforcement went down to 300. So
Hmm.
I think it's looking pretty good for Ishan.
I wonder if they believed Sean saying I have no gold earlier, because usually that is. But hmm,
Nah, I don't think they took him too seriously. I think they do not. I don't think anyone believes any of these players has like 10k gold still, but I think anything below like 3k can be seen as no gold. Like
yeah,
3k gold doesn't really help you like a lot. Like anything between 1 and 3k allows you to just to still keep items to revive your hero, but not to get like a full army. So 1 to 3k like is a good amount to have, but it's not really like game changing army wise. So I don't know. I mean, Eshan is still 84 supply, so you could go full 100. But I think even with 100, I don't think he would be able to break this against 67. I think he would lose like at least 4 to 5 tanks. I think if he would try to kill the entire main base,
yeah.
and like
With
I don't think he could kill. He could kill maybe half of it, like a third maybe. And like Yanker has great levels, like 888. So scary.
Yeah, he's
888 full
able to get
items.
Frost Armor, which is he has a level of Vamp Aura, which is always awesome for Dreadlord
Yep.
and the guards.
And these Gargs became so valuable all of a sudden without any hippos left. So, and also not many tanks. But these Gargs do, like, they're great to have against Droids and also against Spellbreakers. I think you really don't want to lose them.
I mean, it is the semis, so people are more inclined to sit and maximize their own chances. Ooh, Wanda Lightning Shield for Re. Right, that's another 50? 40 gold?
What did he transmute? Sorry.
He
Oh,
picked up Wanda Lightning Shield in the corner here.
yeah. Isn't that like something between 150 and 200? I think. Like, if you buy it, I think
Yeah,
it's
selling is 75, I think. And then plus upkeep, so like 60 or something.
wasn't it half? Oh, I'm so bad at this sometimes.
The sell price is usually half. Yeah, I think for. Oh,
I think it's half, and then you
A
add
player's
like the
forces are
taxes
under
on top,
attack.
so it's even. I don't mind.
yeah,
Yeah,
usually the level 2 charged items are 75 gold.
yeah,
Not
you're
sure if the
right.
wand is.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, I just sell them, but I rarely buy them, so sometimes I just don't know. Oh, another transmute.
And a transmute.
Okay, that's I think good for observers to see that. So that's going to trigger Eshan into another attack. And I mean, that's interesting, like a very interesting situation with an undead sitting without like this true main base, which I think is very common. A human that hopes to just have the final one-on-one base race with Mass TPs and Mass TP and tanks, and he's up against.
He's gonna go for it. He's interfering his tanks.
He's going for the and the critter is outside the main, and I would like to see him going in from the right hand side, as
Yeah.
that one's like the one with a moonwell, so losing these moonwells would really hurt reinforcement.
Rian is moving out, but he still has units back home. Let's see.
Yeah, he's trying to catch some of these gargs.
He's Shun scouting with his flying machine.
A player's forces
And he's gonna
are
TP
under
over here in a
attack.
second, I think.
Yep. Might.
Ah, Yanker clearing trees at the top. Interesting.
And actually, if he
Oh,
like,
he TP to the north.
yeah, I think
Oop.
it's a good call.
There he goes.
And actually,
Town is
Yanker,
under
if
siege.
he secures this island, might be in a good spot. Like, this island will be difficult to take for any of these players against these undead heroes.
Oh, yeah, he is building a shop, so he's gonna build some towers up there. Here we go. Tanking down Moonwells.
Very interesting fight. Like, these mountain giants should head towards the tanks immediately. And also, I haven't seen a single rockets. Where's the Tinker?
Tinker's running. Did you not? Oh, I
Ah,
guess he
there
just
it
ran
is.
down. He didn't TP.
Okay, that's very bad for him, like, to not have the Tinker around with cluster rockets, and he's not using the cluster rockets on the tanks.
Well, this is a really messy fight, but Rin is losing buildings.
Way more than I thought he would, because he's not using his Tinker rockets on the tanks really.
Yeah.
But Ishan will lose a lot in return, so might need to TP out before. Yeah, he will need to TP out maybe before he can kill the tree.
There it goes. Finally, the rockets in the tank getting lower.
But the tree might die, the Tree of Eternity. Yeah, might die.
It's gonna die.
With a blizzard, very good move. But
Mountain King
he's
falls.
Mountain King in all tanks basically. Like very costly fight for him. And I don't think that's like definitely wasn't worth it, I think. Like that was basically his last army. And he has no altar.
Oh.
And with this island at the top, I think Yanka's in a very decent position. That island will be very difficult to take against, like very difficult to kill against these undead heroes. Yeah, he's taking the island, so. Yes, I think Eshan sitting wasn't like the worst call after all, and he's continuing to go for it.
Yeah, Anchor, if he just sits a little bit longer and, you know, again, presents this aura of, look, I got nothing, I have my heroes and units, and that's it, he could do well.
Needs to be careful to not lose his Archmage here. Needs a TP, probably. Yeah.
Just TP out now. Yep, mass TP now.
Oh, but rockets at time.
Oh, shoot. That's right.
The rockets have such a low cooldown.
And Yanko's gonna see this. And yeah, if he's, I think, should be good to just do nothing. Let them bleed against each other.
Yeah, totally. I think even Yanko could even consider to unsummon like at least 1 or 2 of his necropolises, just to appear weaker and just to have some gold left.
Look, I'm unsummoning buildings. I have no gold.
Yeah, exactly. The quest. The quest.
That island. What map was that? Was that?
Morgul Oasis, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, for the ones who haven't seen it, so Morgul Oasis has like has no labs, so there's no Zeppelin, so you can only like use your races, like whatever you can do with your race. And there is an island at the, I think, bottom left it is, or bottom right also, but very far at the bottom. I think what he did was, what did he do? Like
He took a gargoyle and went over to the edge, found like the one spot you can stone form, and then he, what was it? He teleport staffed the Dreadlord, dropped the Infernal, cleared space, and then so he prepared it, and then
right, and then
he got a Banshee to, oh no, sorry, he got a Banshee,
he used it
and possessed it on a peasant.
A wisp,
and then he
right?
built it. Or yeah, something like that. So he built like a tower there, and then he got elf staff. And because normally of course elf staff you TP to your main hall. If you have no buildings left, it defaults to your last remaining building. So then he just unsummoned every single one of his buildings until he had the one tower left, and then staffed the wisp over there. So it's the only way to get a worker onto the island without using a zeppelin.
Yeah, that was really that was amazing. And I think he used that then to, like, he did it I think 2 times on that in that match to just take both islands, and they are just not reachable. So yeah, genius move.
He does have 10 Tinker though, and almost 10 Alchemist. Almost 9 Keepers, so he can do the Grady Zeus and just start sending trains everywhere.
I think it. I mean, he doesn't have to reskill, I think, at this point, but I think it could have been worth to reskill earlier when he still had gold. At this point, he doesn't have the gold, and it would be worth it. But I think these the Thorns Aura is just useless if you're not having any hippos left. So. At this point, Younger could go for all islands.
Mm.
A player's forces
Yeah,
are
you can
under
take
attack.
the big one on the top left.
Yeah. And this one, like, seems to be in...
Don't think he can build there.
No, he needs
but
a
he's
shredder, I think. He needs a shredder to do that, or the Zeppelin to go here.
Where are the frost storms? Did they die?
No, above the Zig.
Ah, you have to turn your camera. Okay.
Yeah.
The often forgotten underused camera turn option, insert and delete. I have to do that on some maps where I'm trying to like chop down like one tree to fit a ziggurat or like a graveyard, and it's not allowing me to click on it, so I have to like turn the right tree.
Yeah, I guess it's less like it's less common to do that as an undead, like being an elf and hiding Tree of Life somewhere. Like you constantly need to like turn a
Ah,
camera to like eat the right trees.
the right tree, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he found the Gargs. Needs to be careful though. Yeah, nice staff. Okay. I think that's an interesting, interesting question. Just to like, it is transmute at this point, where everyone's like just waiting for an opportunity to attack each other. Is it really worth it to transmute this one Garg? I guess it is. If you have only 300 gold, but it triggers people so hard. Like,
Yeah.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
and it seems Ishan is going for an attack now, potentially. What a question. Ah, here we go. Sorry. It dropped me after some time. It drops you from the for whatever reason Discord doesn't recognize voice at some point, and they will just drop you to AFK channel.
Ah.
Always happens to me after like 2 hours, I think.
Okay, so Rian is pumping another Chimera. And we've got some slow action going.
Do you think it's worth it? Just that Chimera? Maybe it
Player's
is.
forces are under attack.
I think with these heroes, like having, I would rather see a second staff of teleportation or something. I think that would be.
Yeah, like another tree, because that's another tree, or like 2 invulns, or...
Yeah, exactly. I don't think one Chimera is making much of a difference. On the other hand, I mean, there is an island still, so you might need it, but
Ah, that's true.
the Gargs will probably like
Town is under
defend
siege.
anyway. So, and Ishan is going for the Necromancer here, so. And oh, and also
There's
the
another
transmute.
transmute on the guard.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we do see nice balancing incoming here. Will he use? Yeah, he will use Death and Decay nicely.
A town is under siege.
Sleeps
Frost
down
armor
too
with
late.
the DK.
He's going for the Archmage. Yeah, I agree. He needs the Frost armor here. I mean, he killed some towers, so
A town is
it's
under
fair.
siege.
You know, it's been on fire for a while, but...
Eshan's trying to chat pretty nicely today. It seems like I saw way more aggressive chat.
Yeah, I think
other games.
he knows that Younger is less
Forces are
susceptible
under
to,
attack.
or it's more it'll antagonize him rather than
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? Encourage him.
Yeah. I mean, Eshan has a ton of
Town is
buildings
under
left.
And there loses a guard to towers. But the buildings, it's slowly they're getting whittled down. We'll see when this becomes like a true tipping point. Oh, all this poking chip damage is kind of funny to see.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, 10 Alki is actually pretty good because it does mean level 3 healing spirit.
Yep. It doesn't work on the Tinker, right? Like on the Robo Tinker.
Ah, that's a good question.
Don't think it does. Like only Tranquility.
Because he's mechanical.
Yeah, I mean Tranquility does, but Tranquility affects like mechanical units. I guess Heal Spray doesn't, so it's also not affecting the Robo Tinker. I guess.
Player's forces are under attack.
Would it be worth repairing his main town hall for Sean? I guess he has another
A
town
town is
hall,
under
but
siege.
Question. I
but
don't
yeah.
think it's worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe maybe he expects it to die anyway. It's
Hmm.
Player's force
needs to be
is under
careful
attack.
with this large mage here. Get killed. Ooh, but also okay, that's
Oh,
not
he can
damage.
heal spray now. He just uses stun. Because it's a full anyway.
Needs to be careful with the MK though. To not, like he split his heroes and I can use the Tinker, the Paladin here. Why is he not going for the Paladin?
Rockets! Come on!
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that's horse DP. Okay, that's 350 gold. Minus Swiss. Alright, I want one of you guys to say lost all.
I mean, they have full items still, so they all have full items still. So I think that's still like a sign for not being like fully dead. So I think that might be one of the reasons why they're a bit hesitant to, or why they do think that
A player's
each of
forces are
each
under
of
attack.
these players has gold left. So. And Transmute is just so good in this. And he might get teamed for it eventually.
Yanker is moving to agree, maybe. Does have a shade.
I think he should. I think,
Yeah.
unless he wants to sit like longer, he should definitely go for it. And I mean, reinforcement is even hiding some units, so I think it would be killing at least some of these moonwells would be, I think, should be, or a valid option.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, we found another gyro. Will he be in time? Yes, he will.
Transmute.
Ah. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice save.
He's flying back in though.
Bash. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, he can't stab him, so he needs to pop the invul.
And he's an invuln.
He needs to pop it now.
Maybe.
Missing the MK.
Gonna wait for the bolt animation.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
he's
he
quick.
runs.
He's quick.
A player's
Oh,
forces
shit.
are under attack.
Oh, very close.
Yeah. Not even I did see that coming, so.
If Rian Yanker was just a tiny bit faster and was like paying attention, he could have Nova'd, but good dodge.
But Yanka needs to be careful here. I don't think he can fight this. Ooh, the keeper.
Good TP or good save.
Yeah, just in time.
Okay, now we have a three-way dance in the middle, and are they finally going to team Rian together?
player's forces are under attack.
Yanker is backing out, but
Yeah, I wonder why. Like, okay, he's going back in.
okay, Yanker's using cross-armor, good.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
He needs Asher alone. He can't fight this alone, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these mountain giants are just so tanky. I think they should just
Player's
focus on
forces
the
are under
units.
attack.
Yeah, just focus on the mountain giants, just trying to kill them somehow. And at least it's daytime, so the moonwells will not regenerate. I think the next attack will not be before nighttime, and it will be like also with tranquility, I guess. It's a fair point to just focus the keeper unless.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like if all, just say, every nuke the keep to hell.
Yeah, I guess that would be the chance, but they're not teaming pretty well. Like they're not attacking together.
Yeah, the coordination's not super great.
And tranquility. I think he should bash the keeper and then focus the alchemist. Yeah. Okay, he's using his ultimate now. Needs to be careful. Okay. Alchemist getting staffed. Last holy light, so. Oh, very interesting fight.
Nice
So.
stun.
He needs to be careful. Like one of his heroes could die. And it's not. It doesn't seem as if Yakker is helping. Oh, it's going to be close.
TP out, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This could have been the the opportunity to kill the alchemist.
Alright, so net result of that was like, what, maybe 1 or 2 Drides done? Burn TP for Yashan. And some invulns and everyone. Alright, but slowly but surely, people's gold is getting lower. So Rian down to 155. He can buy 1 more invulnerable. Yakker at 8 gold.
I think that's too little.
Sure.
I think being an undead, he needs like 1 invul on his TK at least. So
Yeah.
I mean, he has
Yep.
he has right now, and he can sell items. So I guess he's fine. I think he should sell something.
So that claw.
Yeah, maybe the claw. But on the other hand, I
A
mean,
player's forces are under
maybe,
attack.
maybe he needs that damage still. So this 1 HP shade.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Bless you.
Thanks. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
A town is under siege.
Pushed the wrong button. To wake up wake up some viewers.
I mean, yeah, let's see. Ryan can do. I mean, he is doing already the very frustrating Tinker and Keeper Harass. Death by 1,000 tiny little goblins again.
They deal so much damage.
It's like, to add insult to injury, if you kill the goblins, they damage you back. So it's just like, cool.
That's so annoying.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, you can raise dead and then use Lich to get Lich more mana over DK Mart.
Well, when he loses a Dryad, he loses a Dryad, so... But still, I don't think Eshan should attack alone. Don't think it's worth it. Oh, and Paladin is slightly out of range. He needs to be very careful here. Okay, now in
Start
range.
using Water Elementals, he is level 8.
Oh, nice staff. And he should, his Archmage is always very far away, like, so no, he needs the Brilliance around his
Yeah.
Paladin, I think. So I don't think he should split them this far. And yeah, he has Moonwell, so this, I don't think, I think it's pointless for Escher to do this alone. Just risks to lose one of his heroes. I mean, he killed one Dryad, so I guess he did well.
It's progress, it's progress.
Yeah.
Albeit very slow.
I mean, Eshan also, like, his base is quite impressive still. I mean, a lot of buildings, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be almost 30 buildings, so that's quite a lot.
A town is under siege.
I mean, at least like Tinker is one of these heroes that like gets something done in this situation. So at least he killed some buildings with it, without like being at risk to getting killed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Will they kill the farm? I guess they might. I don't know. Okay, probably not.
Yeah. Oh, 6 HP.
6 HP. Very close.
A player's forces are under attack.
That damage.
Yep. Alchemist Bomb OP.
Need to be very careful here to not die accidentally. And I mean, he has triple staff, so it's just or double staff at least. So it's just pointless to do this.
It's going to TP out.
Yeah, losing another TP, so. Don't think it makes much sense to do this. I think like lame a bit with MK, or like with water elementals, so MK ultimate makes sense, but not to like trying to focus down keeper or alchemist close to the night elf main. I don't think there's a point to do that. Or I don't think he will succeed doing that.
No, why would he piece, honestly?
He wants to sleep. Fair point.
Yeah.
Player's forces are under attack.
Nice transmute. Alright, here comes the mass TP and tanks. Or 2 tanks again.
Look at this tank.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Run the MK away. MK, oh.
Dies.
No staff. That's another TP.
Player's forces
That was not worth it.
No, definitely not. I mean, for Yanker it was nice, and I mean, being Yanker, unless you want to sit and sit longer, I think you could try to just focus down, like while the moonwells are low, you could try to focus down one of these heroes now. Like if the keeper dies and you can kill these buildings, I think Yanker is in a good spot.
I feel like right after those fights you should maybe be diving and then just nuking the hell out of maybe get some pick kills.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think reinforcement is almost like he has not many buildings left, so
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah. Also, I think it would make sense to sell the aura items at this point. I think, as they just point out, it's just a sign of having gold. Ashan has no gold, but I think it makes no sense to just keep these arrows for your 3 heroes, so I think, except maybe the Leech Doomon is nice, but the other 2 or 3 arrows are just not worth it.
under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh.
Oh, nice find.
Yeah, he needed a Sork, I think. I mean, maybe earlier also, but just to, like, as Little Tick does it, to just go in with Invis heroes. Makes the less weight predictable, and
Yeah, not a lot of humans use Invis a whole lot. Like, Littletech is really good about that.
yeah.
He's constantly using Invis.
I mean, it's basically for free, and it's just so good. Like, just an advantage that you're having. Needs to be careful with his Tinker here to not being forced into TP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Rian went from no goal 2000, so that's good.
Yep. But he has not many wisps left, has he? He has one tree here, he has one wisp here.
Oh, he's pumping chimeras.
Yeah.
I think might go for the kill.
Yeah,
A
not
player's
sure if that,
forces are
I
under
mean,
attack.
might be a suicide after all, but I think that's like a perfect scenario for Janker, who has his Gargs left, so there's not much risk for him. And it's a perfect, perfect reason to team him.
Okay, Sean does find a tree, but I think, yeah, Rian just wants to Sean out.
Yeah, I guess so.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Rian does have one wisp left, and he is supply block.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh.
Nice transmute. Oh,
Oh.
no transmute.
Okay, that I did not know that Stoneform immunes transmute.
No, me neither. But I guess it's like
Huh.
it's the same with. Should be the same with Hippo Rider unmounting and mounting, so it gets like a new unit, so it just vanishes.
Yeah.
But very nice dodge.
Well, I guess we're entertained by trash talk in ops chat, so. Well, I guess as people sit, we'll just have fun in ops chat for now.
I'm getting so hungry. So
Me too. Need you actually. I got some
Player's
errands
forces
to
are
run
under
today.
attack.
I'm so annoyed that this F7 autofocus camera thingy doesn't work anymore with 130, 134. Sorry, 130.4. Yeah. So I need to use like some. I need to hold down
A
like,
town
the
is
mouse
under
button
siege.
to follow a unit while being AFK.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was for some.
Huh. Okay, now we got finally Yunker doing something.
Yay.
A player's forces are under attack. A player's forces are under attack.
Who's attacking the keeper? The opponent needs to TP before killing everything. Yes. Why is he sleeping? The alchemist. I guess it doesn't matter. Lucky miss TP.
A town is under siege.
and be right back.
Okay.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Ishan has a tendency to say things like, again, he's not going to commit hard and let other people do the dirty work for him. Which has led to his downfall more than once. That is unfortunate that he had to TP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, now Ishan joins. Come on, go, go, go. Nuke the keeper.
A player's forces are under attack.
It is mildly comical how they cannot coordinate their attacks together.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
I'm back, and it seems it's getting exciting.
Yeah, they're still unable to coordinate their actual attacks together every single time, which is mildly. But slowly Rian is losing billing.
I'm still very surprised that Ashan hasn't lost his main at this point. Like, usually you would expect the human to get at least
Player's
teamed for
forces
some
are
time.
under attack.
So he managed to not getting teamed very well.
Yeah, I wonder if pumping those for Chimeras was a mistake, because both of them saw it, and that's now grounds for them to team him.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, good sleep on the Alchemist. Get the Keeper! Ooh. Nice dodge with Tranquility.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Yanker's selling items. I feel like maybe doesn't really need the scroll of healing. But I mean, I guess it's still HP.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, Rian messed up his staff teleport, so if they saw that,
A town is under siege.
alright, so we have Rian attacking Ishan's main. He's gonna
But he might lose his
keeper. Need to use AMS pot. Yep.
Very nice
Staff him
micro by him.
again.
Oh, the MK might die.
Staff the.
Oh,
he
nice
doesn't have
TP. Oh, the MK dies.
Oh, MK dies.
Great micro by.
Pick him up with the
reinforcement.
Zep. Pick him up with the Zep. Pick up the keeper. Yep, there he goes. Nice. And move it up further to another tangle. Oh, well done.
Yeah. Reinforcement microing really well.
Yeah, that was very well played.
But he's down to just 6 buildings. And these, I do agree with you, like these cameras were a big mistake, I think. Like they will not help him at all and they will just get him team.
Yeah, maybe just like save the gold for, like 2K or whatever, but use it for the last minute base race to hide shit everywhere, buy and
Yeah, so you always want at least, I would say, at least 1k gold. Like, I mean, he can get that with, like, he has enough items still, but especially with these heroes, like, you are very item reliant as they can die so quickly to nuke. So I guess you want like 1k gold for trees and for reviving one of your heroes, so yeah, it's just a tough spot, and I just realized that Esha took the item again, but
oh, he does have a farm there. Okay.
Yanker is in a great spot though. Like Yanker can.
Yeah, he still has his frost worms, still has a couple of guards. He'll just need to be really careful about not losing a hero, no matter any of them. Oh, well, let's see.
Yeah. I mean, if Yanker would attack right now, like reinforcements main, it would basically be his win. I assume. I don't think.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe not. But I mean, if he goes in and kills like the keeper, there are only 2 Moonwells, so he could kill at least one of these heroes.
Yeah, if he
And
kicks out Rian, he has a shot against now that Ishan has no gold.
I think Eshan is
No
dead.
weapon base.
I don't think Eshan
Yeah.
could take the 1-on-1. Like, how is he supposed to kill the island against Garx?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think, yeah, if he'd know that, I think it would be like a good thing to do for him. Because I mean, the only, I at least from our perspective, like the only way Yanker is losing this is against both teaming him. So getting one defeated is basically his victory. So I think,
If Ishan has the smallest chance because in his Zeppelin he does have a tank. So with the Zeppelin and mass TP and stuff, very slim chance, but he is in a pretty weak spot now.
yeah, for sure.
And Ishan does reveal that Yanker has an island. Is it? Talon? No? Oh, he turns around. Thought he was gonna run right into the gargoyles.
A town is under siege.
Two ships passing in the night, the two heroes just walk by each other.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Oh,
Player's
nice
forces are
transmute.
under attack.
Now he does reveal the tanks and briggers. Now what will Yanker do? Will he go on his shot here? Yes, he
Town
does.
is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Comes Alchemist for another transmute. And boom.
Sorry, I just
Town
ate an
is under
apple.
siege.
So
No problem.
yeah, I'm again. Yeah,
Player's forces are
there's
under
not
attack.
much Ashan can do in this situation. I don't think it's. I think being like Yanker, I think should attack reinforcement. In my eyes, because reinforcement is the
Yeah,
biggest risk, like to his
Breaching
island.
rockets, transmute, and the Chimera crew does know he has.
Yeah, he does know it, so I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I guess I can see why Yanker's point is that he does want to weaken Shun's base a little bit at least before helping and then turning on his Shun at the end because straight. Well, he doesn't have the units anymore on the human side.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another transmute coming in. It hurts so much.
He does still have his last Zeppelin here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he has the items still, so I guess he should sell them at some point.
A town is under siege.
Oh, here's another transmute.
Oh, again.
Oh no! Why'd you bring that over, Isha?
Yeah, really bad move by Ashan to just keep his Zeppelin second time in his main base.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
I agree with Ani here, like a reinforcement would really be deserved. He deserves
Yeah.
a finalist.
He's played very well.
But I don't think he can win this. I mean, obviously he can, but I don't see him
A player's
winning
forces are
this.
under attack.
He's too.
Yeah, it'd be very tricky.
I mean, obviously he has the chimeras, so maybe he can. And Tinker also great, but I
Oh,
don't.
there's a nuke. Shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bummer. Land the druid, maybe Cyclone?
And now he can't really TP or like he needs to be careful with the fairy fire being on him. He could just use the gyros to kill the chimeras. Like he knows there are chimeras somewhere. Like he could try to kill them.
A player's forces are under attack.
he use his ultimate? That was he's using his
nice surround.
yeah, very nice.
A town
He
is
has
under
he
siege.
has no staff. Okay, he missed this round, but he needs to be careful here. And
Oh, the death and decay.
ooh, the death and decay. He's using his divine shield way too late. Always, like it's so risky against the cluster rockets. Like you could just miss one heal and your archmage is dead. So. I guess he wants.
Oh,
He wants to save his
Yushan doesn't
divine
have an
shield.
altar again.
Oh, does he have a peasant? Yeah,
He
okay.
can-
He's getting one here.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. But can he revive? I mean, with the items. Okay, yeah, he has some items. I guess he can. Yeah, but he needs to
A
sell
town
a
is
lot of
under
stuff.
siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Very tough spot, tough spot for reinforcement. I guess he should like attack Yanker now, because otherwise he will just lose over time.
Yeah.
So I guess he should attack right now, but on the other hand, you just don't want to keep your main alone against this Inferno. Oh, he's able to finish it. That's good. And Yanker is moving out with his Garg, so he's exposed now.
A town is under siege.
Oh no, the Chimera.
Player's forces
That's
are under attack.
easy pickings.
Yeah, okay, that's really unfortunate for him.
Oh, nice save.
Needs to be careful
Maybe he
now.
can transmute.
Okay, nice. Nice staffing here. I'm not. He might have overused his staffs though. I don't think he should have staffed the alchemist the second time. Maybe once the transmute doesn't get it, and the DK is full mana, so there's no way he can kill one of these other heroes. I think.
He'll need to get like a surround.
On the other
Just
hand,
hold
like
position.
with the units, I think there's a chance here. Sleep on the alchemist and not on the keeper. Oh, and he's going for the attack. The alchemist is not in range. Nice. Nice attack. Needs to be very careful here with his heroes. The keeper has almost full, half mana still, so he can definitely go for some
Player's
further
forces are under
entanglements.
attack.
Hasn't lost a single Garg yet, but needs to be careful now, like it's so confusing here around the corner. Oh, picking off
This is the
one of the talent, and also the Chimera.
Ah.
Getting one of these talents and getting an acid bomb. Low HP Dreadlord gets off another coil, but a tangle on the DK. Nice sleep on the keeper,
Player's forces are under attack.
and no more mana for rockets.
I think you should Trank
Oh,
here, because he really needs the healing, yep. But loses the guards.
And the Dreadlord sleeps instantly. Should have used it a bit farther out of range. Oh, nice
Alchemist,
staff.
ooh.
Very close game. Yeah, and undead, like, oh, the keeper might die here. Yeah, the keeper will die, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. Oh, he slept it.
TP, transfer the TP? Ooh. That was close.
I think
But-
sleeping it was a mistake. Like sleeping and the invul that helped him to get saved. I think
Nice Zeppelin again.
the keeper has no boots, has he? Or has he still boots? I think he has.
He does have boots.
Oh, yeah, still, okay. Needs to be careful now
Player's
with this
forces are
DK
under
though.
attack.
Oh, one hero might die here.
Cyclone? Yep,
Use the
excellent.
Cyclone. DK has 2 calls left, maybe 3. One now, and I guess a second by the time he needs it.
I think Trank should be up. It's like a stupidly short cooldown, right? Yep, there it is.
Yeah. I think it's like 1 minute 20 or something. And Janker is down to 4 buildings. Some acolytes, but no gold at all.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Very tricky spot for all of these players. I think Janker is still in a good spot, but he needs to finish reinforcements buildings, I think. Otherwise it will become really... It's really tense. The Tinker is going for... The Tinker is going for one of the last buildings here, so still looking very good for... Still looking very good for Ashan. While they go for another force.
Yeah, because Orion doesn't have a reliable answer for Infernal, so he will slowly lose all his buildings.
Yes, I think interestingly, while after losing a hero, and I think he had the time now to revive it. I haven't looked at Ashan's heroes for a while. I guess his MK is back, right?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't checked yet. I
think
assume
it's
so,
back.
yeah.
So I guess Ashan is out of items. Got his 3 heroes back. Janker will be down to, I think, 3 buildings in a few seconds. And reinforcement is really under heavy pressure in his main base. And while having a Tinker to erase enemy buildings, he's not. Like, he has not really a lot of stuff to defend against this Infernal. So, I do think... Well, it's very tricky. It's very tricky. I do think the reinforcement and Janker need to piece at some point.
Yeah.
I guess they will soon. Both are down to just a handful of buildings, while Ashan has still almost half of a main base still. So, and Ashan has mass TP, so I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, using another transmute up here.
Transmute. He does have another 1,000 golds. That's good.
He
But,
deals
let's see.
so much damage with this Tinker. Not managing to kill, and he's moving his tree now. Ashan is in a great spot again. Like 3 heroes.
A town is under siege.
Oh, and reinforcement is soon eliminated. Look at this, like 2 buildings left for Janker and just 1 for reinforcement.
Yeah, okay, he's running his Wisp, the one Wisp he has left away. Alright, so Yanker has 1 building left.
And reinforcement goes for it. And reinforcement is up to 1k gold, but has no more wisps, so that's very unfortunate for him. Or has he?
A town is
He has
under
1
siege.
last wisp.
He has 1 left, yeah. Okay, Yanker's on the clock now. And he does have, Yanker, or actually, Rian does have another tree, which he's moving away.
That's his last building for now, and he will get 1 in a bit, I guess. Oh, and he found the undead heroes. Nice Infernal.
If Rian gets Zeppelin and just bum rushes that cigarette, he should get it. It won't kill the Zeppelin in time.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he does have a Chimera.
Yeah, that's. I think he has two.
The town is under
Oh,
siege.
maybe only that one. Ooh, that hurts.
Ooh, that's the. Oh, he has a necklet here. He's got a couple. Let's see. There's necklet. Just shades everywhere.
I don't know if he can snipe your island. Top right, that's such a madam.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looking very good for Ashan right now. Oh, he will find this
Might.
acolyte in a bit. Yep, sees it and transmute. And on the other side, it seems Yanker will find this tree in a second. Yep, he finds it. And this Chimera will try to snipe the island, but will probably get killed before. I guess.
A town is under siege.
Oh, I don't think the Chimera can kill that. Can it?
Ooh, there are the worms. I
Player's
almost forgot them.
forces are under attack.
And I think Ashan discovered this tree. Bad move by reinforcement to not unroot him in time.
A
So
town is under siege.
yeah, uproot him in time. Oh, and he kills the
Killed the
island.
Zeppelin.
And the island. And transmutes another worm. Ooh, the island is down to... He can use
Tranquility?
Tranquility.
A player's forces are under
Ooh,
attack.
Healing spray or
Tranquility.
healing spray.
Tranquility or healing
Trank!
spray.
There it goes, okay.
And yeah, Zik is toast. Yeah, the Zik is down. And
Zik down.
this is the
There's
last. This is the last building of Yanker currently, and the second last going down for reinforcement. So 2 players fighting each other, and both players down to 1 building. While Ashan has.
Oh man, is Shun gonna take this?
Oh, and
It's
the
on the
DK.
DK?
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Nice death pact on the.
Oh, he could have gotten a surround on the DK though, but Shun coming in.
I think they should peace now. Like they definitely should. They should backstab now. That would be nice.
Keep her down.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice. Okay. Good
Okay,
peace.
yep.
Will they tell him that the island is toast? Oh, okay. They do.
Ah, he'll scan.
He will scout anyway. But this is the last tree and it's scouted. Ooh. So is there another wisp somewhere? That's a question.
No, that's it. He had his last
Player's
wisp and
forces
he
are
doesn't
under
he can't make any more.
Oh, and it's
Oh,
going to die.
Rian.
It's TP. But he might like if Ashan loses like a Hebrew here, he probably won't, but I mean Ashan can't know for sure that it's the last building, so risking like one of the heroes would be not a wise move, I guess. It's always like a tricky thing, you don't want to defend it too obviously, so he knows it's like your last one. seems Ashan with his lower hero levels can't really fight this, but he can try to kill the tree and should successfully be able to do that, but only if he fully commits to it.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think reinforcement should ask for help right here.
Yeah, it's like go Ishan main.
And he needs, yeah, he needs to block. Oh, nice block!
Nice block.
Wow, that was
But that,
such.
is he
a
gonna
nice
get
block.
blocked in himself? No. Okay.
Wow, that was a crazy block. That was amazing. He should move away with his tree. Like, he needs to get it to the other side of the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, now he asks for help. Might be a bit too late, obviously. Yeah, honestly, so I don't think I think Ashan is in a great spot here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he doesn't find the tree, does he?
He should.
He should. He doesn't find it. Maybe he does. He should in a second. Yeah, he should have walked away the tree way farther. He didn't see it.
Oh come on! No, no,
He
no,
didn't
no!
see
Don't
it.
miss. Look at the. It's always look at the tree line every time.
Town is under siege.
He misses it. Oh, Rian.
That's crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I think Yanker needs to help. Like, seeing all these buildings, I think Yanker needs to help. Ashan will be revealed. Oh, the main 3 HP.
3 HP.
And I guess that's his last one, right? So he would be revealed without that.
A player's forces are under attack.
And smack. Come on, smack it. No, what are you doing? I. Wait, what? Hit it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it just buying time?
That's such a tricky spot for Yanker to be in. Like, if he helps, I mean, he needs to help at some point. Otherwise, like, they will just scout his, or they will, if they haven't done so already, they will just scout his necropolis, and then he will just die. I guess he can get another one here. So, I guess it's, and also, oh, okay, he has
A
another one here.
player's
So I guess
forces
he's,
are under attack.
it's okay.
What might be really smart is if he buys a Zeppelin,
Uh-huh.
or he does have a Zeppelin, make another ziggurat on the island.
Yep.
And Shan does have an have a farm.
Very tricky spot. Needs to be careful of the gyro here. Gyro in. So awesome. This castle with 3 HP. This copter is so valuable for Ashan. He really needs to keep it alive. Oh, and he needs to be careful with his Invis Alchemist.
Yeah, because it's not gonna last forever.
No, and the copter might reveal it. Oh, and that's the last one for now, so he's forced to use his last gold. Okay, he's getting another one here.
That's actually pretty clever of Rian to say that. Because then Yanker's in like your sticky spot. Does it say this is the last and then incriminate himself, or
So he's basically just one hit away of being and that might be suicide right there.
good game, Rian?
Will he stop? Oh, he stops. He stops. He stops.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, well. That's unexpected. Okay.
That was so close. Yeah, I mean, this they don't have. I mean, Ashan has a main base still. Yeah, so I think that that might have been a mistake still.
Rian does have the fairy dragon, so he can hit
Yep.
the farm very slowly.
And Ashan will be like, if this takes another 2 minutes, Ashan will be revealed, so they won't see his island. And yeah, as you say, like the fairy dragon might be worth a lot of gold here, but mass TP is a thing though. Oh, the tree.
Oh no, does he?
Oh, that's so close.
He's gonna see it. It's Sean paying attention.
He's
Maybe
no, he
just
didn't see
barely
it.
out of range at night.
He turns around. Okay, yeah, he goes that direction. So, yeah, he goes into that direction. So,
A player's
Does he
forces
see it?
are under attack.
yeah, he found it. He will block it with the MG, but still, he. Damn legs.
He, let's see, eats enough trees and then roots it. It'll help against damage a little.
Oh my god.
Oh,
this
the MK is stuck.
needs no, not leaf work. Oh my god. This
This is
is
so intense.
Just all heroes clumped up, and Asher needs to be really careful to not lose like a hero here. Oh, the MG dies. He should staff. What's he doing?
Sean TPing out.
No.
And the tank. Transmute, goodbye. Oh,
What's he doing?
no.
Why did he do that? Why did he mess TP out? It was...
Oh, I think he was trying to reposition.
Oh, the factory.
Oh, the blocks. God damn, reinforcement's good.
Yeah, he's so good at these factories, but I mean, I don't think it will help him much in the long run. Like, he will lose this probably. And he will still... Oh. And yeah, he won't. Like, he has 2 more holy lights left, but the... Oh, the Tinker might die. The Tinker might die.
I'm wrong.
Running away. Yeah, what is Janker
A
doing?
player's
Like,
forces are
why is he
under
just
attack.
sitting? Is he hoping to finish this, like... Oh, the dodge. I mean, Ashan is revealed, so he knows about the island, so...
A town is under siege.
Yeah, they pieced, and he's not stopping.
Um,
Is he just piecing for, like, mana purposes? Yes, he is.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Oh, it's nasty. Oh, the Zeppelin! The Zeppelin!
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that Infernal is so good. Like, that was a very smart move to do that now.
Hmm.
While he, like... So,
Alright, so what does Sean have left? Does he have any other peasants?
he has this Gyro, and I guess that's it. He has 1 Spellbreaker, but I don't see him having any... Has he a peasant somewhere?
Okay, grab the Zeppelin, get the Infernal.
He needs to defend this. Oh no, here.
Oh, he does have a peasant, okay.
And he
Building a farm.
used it against... No, he built Town Hall first, cancelled it just to get unrevealed,
Ah.
so he's not revealed anymore. He could... no, I guess... I guess he doesn't want to take the fight. I guess he shouldn't. Should he? No, I don't think Undead should fight here. Should he?
No, bring the Zeppelin over, though.
Yeah.
The town is under siege.
He needs to... Yeah, he needs to run. Just run. Yeah.
A player's forces
And
are
I
under
mean,
attack.
big thing is this gyro. Like, this gyro is... Why is he staying in here? It's so risky. What's he doing?
Or at least bring the Zeppelin to juggle micro.
Ooh, and a coil. Coil. Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
The
Crazy.
town is under siege.
Just in time. But... Oh, and he's going to scout it in a second. So there's just... This gyro should fly around, I guess. Like, all the time. Well, that's a very worthy semi-final after, like, some sitting in the
Mm-hmm.
mid game. Definitely, like,
He sees the
super...
gyro, or he sees the shade.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, and he... I mean, each of these players could win it. Very unfortunate for Ashan that he lost his paladin. That's, like, he can't, like, with the paladin he could have, like, took a fight. Now he just needs to run. and sleep, and that's it, I guess. Yeah.
GG.
Crazy finish.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, so we have a final between
GG Anchor.
GG Yanker. We have him as a fourth finalist playing the final, hopefully next weekend, with GS, Lil Tick, and Super Cumulo. And Yanker, yeah, I mean, any of these players would have been a deserved finalist, but yeah, crazy finish. Great micro from Reinforcement there with his Tinker Factories saving his tree. I guess,
They were such good plays by
yeah.
Rian.
I mean, his only mistake basically not saving